This episode brought to you by Marvel's End Credits, because they will last an eternity.
Hey everybody, we are watching Marvel's Eternals and you are listening to Miscast Commentary. Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I am Joe Vinley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And today we end our dip back into the MCU because we're all caught up again. But this movie's as long as pretty much the last couple combined, so let's not fucking around.
And they go, Marvel's already found it. Okay, let's go.
Let's just fucking go. Let's get right into it now. So we got to do this. It's first day on Disney Plus as we record this, and we're pressing play
now. Okay, so I was just gonna say, like, they found their spot, their sweet spot in the beginning. It's usually 2 hours and 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes.
Before the six singularities and the dawn of creation came the Celestials. Arishem, the prime celestial, created the first sun and brought light into the universe. Life began. And this is so anti-God. This is fucked. And thrived, all was in balance. You take the next one.
Until an unnatural species of predator emerged from a deep space to feed on intelligent life. They were known as Deviants. That's me. The universe was plunged into chaos.
To restore the natural order, Arishem sent Eternals, immortal heroes from the planet Olympia, to eliminate the Deviants. Isn't that where what's-her-name's from?
I don't know. No, it's not. Eternals had unyielding faith in Arishem until one mission led by the Prime Eternal Ajax changed everything.
Ooh, that was a race against time. I know, yes, it was. I was like, oh my God.
I was trying to actually memorize it just in case. This is my biggest problem right off the bat with the movie was just the fact there's too many names, too many things to learn. Like, because the other thing that the MCU has done well is teach you about characters before you get to them, right?
Is it a chocolate bar?
With few exceptions. It is a chocolate bar.
It's a Kit Kat?
It's a caramel that's traveling through space. That is the Eternals ship, the Domo.
Domogoriomo?
No, Domo Arigato. Yeah, that's Arishem, the Celestial. Well, that's like a statue of him.
We can just unfreeze.
There's Salma Hayek.
Oh my God, this went right into her neck hole.
Yeah.
Is he just like a table dressing, or is he there?
Yeah, he's not there. That's just a statue.
Ah.
And there's everybody. This was my big thing was they went all in with so many characters. I was like, it was such a hard sell right off the bat. Because I'm like, there's too many people to get to know. I was like, Guardians of the Galaxy 5. It was a good number.
Apparently, the Guardians of the Galaxy game is really good.
Yeah, my sister reviewed it, and that was her submission for Game of the Year.
Oh.
Yeah. But
it's very serious. They all look very serious.
Yeah. So this is Gemma Chan, who we've seen before in a Marvel movie. She played Minerva in Captain Marvel, one of the Kree warriors. And that is Richard Madden, who we are occasionally experiencing as we watch Game of Thrones.
I love how, like, is that the first conversation they've ever had? They do that every couple thousand years.
Actually,
they stand at the window. He goes, "I'm this guy." She goes, "I'm Cersei."
Yeah.
No.
What?
Fuck yeah, they do. I didn't see this fucking movie. This looks like the kid from Mad Max 2.
It is. No.
That feral boy.
Are you just trying to make calls because we had a viral TikTok where you made a good call?
No. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It hasn't come true yet. I need some more. I could be the movie Nostradamus.
Oh, no, I was talking about the Ever Anderson one. Where you're like, that looks like Mila Jovovich's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Aquaman. Oh, he's gone.
And there's the Deviant.
Filthy Deviants.
So this is what they're dealing with.
Oh. Superman. Superman just showed up.
This is my thing.
Save that young, handsome boy.
He's so... Every bit of him is so Superman that it's just like... It's astounding that there wasn't like lawsuits.
I wonder... Okay, so I'm sure you'll... Oh, she's the fast one.
Yeah, you're going to you'll get all that sorted out pretty goddamn quickly.
There's Superman. There's the Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Jubilee.
Handguns. Pew, pew. There's good old...
there's Super Punch.
And there's a Hadouken.
Oh, one of them's deaf.
Yep. Makari
That's like
is...
Wong's ripped brother.
Yes. Actually, interesting. That's Don Lee. His real name is actually, I've got it here, Ma Dong-seok. So that's why he went with Dong Lee, because Ma Dong-seok doesn't work well with people like us when we're talking about movies.
Names.
But apparently he's a really big deal in South Korean film. He's in a lot of South Korean films. Well, I'll say Korean films. We don't really give a shit about North Korea. And like a lot of things where he's the cover and stuff like that. So he's like a big deal in them. He's won Best Supporting Actor for a number of his films too. And he's just like, so yeah, he was a pretty big deal to getting brought in this movie was a
so they sort of like teamed up on the others. That guy like took one on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally the Superman.
Yeah.
They got Iron Fist, the Flash. Oh, this looks like this looks something out of like Prometheus or something.
It does. It's got a vibe.
Like the monolith just showed up, or some fucking floating.
Yeah. So this is their first like occurrence on Earth. This always bothered me. It's like this is like the hero shot that you usually earn, like at the end of your the end of your movie.
Starts with the hero
this one
shot.
starts. It's like it was like, oh, if we just tell them they're the heroes, then they'll know, right?
Is this the other Eternals?
These are all the other
There's
Eternals.
like 15 of them, for God's sakes.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot. And Chloe Zhao wanted an additional 4, and Disney was not having it. They're like, it's too many people. I'm like, Disney, you should have stopped them even.
Oh, she's the healer.
Yeah. And the leader. So they did a lot of swapping, like gender swapping.
This is how we stand when we stand.
So this is what I'm saying, right? It's like
I stand in the front, you're behind me, a little bit beside.
Yes, you're one step back because I'm the official leader.
This is like like after you lost a bunch of races in Mario Kart, they put me way the fuck back there, buddy.
Yeah,
and I start back there. But he looks like he's been doing his hair like that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like it's the style.
Yeah. But this was a dream for Disney to get to like cast like a super like multicultural thing for nothing else for international box office. Cause I mean, where this movie made its money, this movie, like every other Marvel movie, basically made its money back in the domestic box office alone. This is the only one that didn't make as much as the budget domestically. This is actually the lowest, and it's not just because of its high budget. It had a $200 million budget, but it only made $126 million in the U.S., which is the lowest U.S. Take of any of the Marvel movies, 26 to this point.
I wonder about, because I had said before, too, that they're, starting to expand and getting more characters and people with more international backgrounds and... I dig the Pink Floyd tune.
Yeah.
And I worried about that. I worried about the North American audience wanting to see multicultural heroes.
This was the thing, and this was what.
Usually these movies make so much money in the first weekend that it would have anyways before anybody.
Yeah.
But this movie, apparently, a lot of people said they did not like it.
See, and I was one of them.
Would be like, oh, is it because of this? Or like, no, I just didn't like the movie.
Yeah. As a reviewer, I did not enjoy this movie, but it was in such a harsh thing because by the time, like, I'm out there saying this, but at the same time, there's all these people who are just shitting on the movie because they're not talking about anything about the movie. They're just like, it's just getting forced down our throats, making chicks be superheroes and colored people being superheroes and deaf people being superheroes and
they
gay
already
people
were
and that's in
all these comics and things, right? Like, I can't say about gay or whatever, but they always had like girls and black people and hey, there's Buddy.
Yeah, Kit Harington.
This guy's allowed to hang around on Earth.
Yeah.
He just says that when you see the pictures, it's like from the dawn of the university, it's all him, but it's under like grandfather. He's like the 18th, the 17th, the 16th, 15th, and then now.
Yeah. Well, see, it's funny because you're making a lot of interesting calls right now. He's not an Eternal, though. He's just a guy. He is a human man.
And we need to have the what was her name's boyfriend in Wonder Woman?
Oh, yes.
You gotta have the... I wanted to say Steve Rogers,
I also want to say Steve Rogers, too, but it's something else.
Yeah, he knows that.
That's real memorable.
Oh, the girls get a crush on that handsome teacher.
Now she'd be the best history teacher in the world, right? So a big thing that's going to happen in this is you're going to actually see how they've created a world where these are the guys who they basically created all myth comes from them. Like Makari is Mercury and Athena is Athena, and like it's all like those different ones. And it was like, oh, so like basically almost every myth and god and everything is actually based on them, because they've been here since basically the dawn of man.
She's allowed to, because I don't know, it looked like they were just waking up there before, but she's got a day job.
Well, this is like 1,500 years later
than what we just saw back then.
Oh no, considerably. This is like 15,000 years later. Sorry, yeah, they've been living here the whole time.
Okay. Oh, nobody noticed that because they all had their heads down.
That's the thing.
She turns things to sand.
She could easily just throw that off as old, like really old things like that.
Is her power just to make things sand, or did she just age the thing so fast that it turned into sand?
Yeah, no, she essentially just makes things into other materials.
Oh,
so not necessarily sand, but
they're gonna show what's his name? He's here drunk and eating with his pizza with this old Benji.
No, this is where actually you see Super Shredder.
Oh my God, he's hanging out under this pier.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, there's a deviant.
Oh.
That dog needs to go tell someone.
Look at Kit Harington try to be a white man dancing. Oh, good God. What would you do with yourself? Like how? Like what would you? How would you utilize your? Oh,
he's the mind flayer.
No, she is. Oh. So basically, so the problem is the one character, Sprite, who's played by Leah Mchugh, she looks like a permanent child.
Right there?
Yeah. So like she can't. You know who she looks like? She looks like she's animated, like from Rin Tin Tin or like Hugo or something like that. But yeah, like she's stuck like that. So like she's living in this like adult world, right?
It's kind of like what's her name in that vampire movie where she was bit, so she's like eternally.
Oh, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah. Who I texted you the other day because I was watching. I saw Wimbledon was on, and every person was on it, including him.
Buddy, she's way old.
So
she's an old cradle robber.
Yeah.
Like, she's centuries old.
She's millennia old.
Oh my God.
Stop fidgeting with my cable. It's going to get mangled. And
he's a handsome devil.
He is a good looking. You know what's really funny though, because I'm used to his Jon Snow voice, and Game of Thrones was his first ever role. Now he's been in other things. He was in Pompeii and Silent Hill Revelation, things like that. But like Game of Thrones was literally the first role he ever had. So that's the voice I'm used to having. It's like his Jon Snow voice, like that, like dire kind of whatever, right? So then to hear him just get to be a dude, I was like, oh, this is pleasant. Look at this.
I love that he's like, something's going on here. It's like the water turns into coffee when the waiter takes too long.
Yeah. I'm not stupid.
Oh, he knows something's up. I would blame, like, I hope that the maker of this film was not blamed for it being a bomb. And I know we talk about the money amounts that equals a bomb or not, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But this definitely, in terms of Marvel movies, would be considered a bomb.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I wonder if they're going to continue, because everything is continuous and mixes all together. I wonder if they're just going to put these guys to the shelf and be like, forget it, or if they're going to...
They have confirmed that you'll see these guys again.
Right.
In whatever form that ends up being. But Chloe Zhao, who directed the movie, she was the director of Nomadland. She actually won the Oscar while she was filming this movie.
No way.
So like it was a movie, like that was kind of like the big one she did, but then like it hadn't received its accolades yet. But she also directed The Rider and Songs My Brothers Taught Me. She actually edited most of the movies herself, other than this one, obviously. And she actually, the film school she went to was she went to the film school, and she was taught by Spike Lee.
No way.
Was her professor.
No shit.
Yeah. And she is the first Asian woman. She's born in Hong Kong. She's the first Asian woman to be nominated for and to win an Oscar for Best Director.
I want to see Nomadland. I think it's on, is it Prime?
It's on something, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is happening here?
Uh-oh.
Bunch of invisible kids showing up here.
It's, well, that Sprite's thing is, that's like the Loki of the group, right? Can do all the...
is that a bunch of himself?
Herself. Yes, but
She's a boycott, sorry.
That's, I know, I had the same problem, and it's a boycott and then not a gendered name. It's just Sprite, and I'm like, but Sprite is a male character in the comics too, so like none of that helps when you were trying to figure it out at the beginning. But Leah Mchugh, not in a lot of stuff. She's very young. She was an American Woman, The Lodge, Into the Dark, and then we were talking about Gemma Chan. She was also in Secret Diary of a Call Girl, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Transformers: The Last Night, Crazy Rich Asians, and as I mentioned before, Captain Marvel.
Shit. Oh, fuck. So she's the one who can manipulate matter and stuff.
Yeah, she manipulates matter.
And the car just went like right through her.
Yes.
Or she was like turned invisible.
Yeah, she can do all sorts of cool shit.
Oh, here he is.
Boom. He gives you everything you want from a Superman character, though. He has that look. He has that
attitude.
Yeah, had they cast him instead of Henry Cavill as Superman, I'd have been, yeah, okay, I get it.
Oh, totally.
Like, it's a good-looking dude. He's got the right, like I said, he's got the right look and demeanor.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Turn the old bus into a bunch of old flowers or whatever. It feels petals.
You just took that line like a Norm Macdonald. Hey, that thing over there.
That's a cool power, actually.
It's a cool power that you think, like, if you just on paper, you say that power, you're like, oh, that seems pretty useless. I'm like, yeah, they're putting it to use.
No way. You just turn anything into... Why doesn't she just touch the Deviant, turn him into something?
Though there becomes a plot hole.
Maybe they're too powerful.
Maybe it's based on
they're
an
like
element.
the opposite power to them or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So she can't. Okay,
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you just saw, babe. Come on now.
So this
kind of looks like a tree, tree symbiote or some kind of.
It does have that kind of thing going on. I like the design overall of the Deviants and stuff. I like. It's just that something that I feel is missing into this movie is the lack of a leader, something that's
a real bad guy villain.
Yeah, something that those are behind. It would be like if the Avengers was just the Chitauri with no Loki.
Right, so these guys are just doing their thing, huh?
Yeah, it's just
why do they want to just? They're deviants. They just want to cause trouble.
Yeah,
smoke cigarettes out in front of the old.
Why am I always on Pornhub? I'm a deviant.
Exactly. Oh,
see,
little trickster, eh?
I love some of the powers in this.
Laundrette? Are they in fucking Quebec?
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
Oh my god, this is what you lay on to him, eh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
girl, come on.
The worst thing is he kind of already knew.
Yes.
He obviously doesn't have the whole backstory because he didn't have the comic. But wait.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, this is a tough one. Yeah, but after what you just saw today, dude, like,
yeah, I'm willing to buy into whatever you're about to tell me because I just saw a lot of shit in a very short period of time. What's crazier than the fact that a woman who'd only directed 4 features, this is her 4th feature film to get this. And again, she got an Oscar, but she didn't have the Oscar when she got this role. So that's, again, we've talked about the crazy gambles that Marvel's been taking on people. And again, Chloe Zhao was up for the role, up for the director job for Black Widow as well, but she turned it down to pitch this. And the writers know really not that much more experienced. Patrick Burley, so she co-wrote it, but Patrick Burley, he wrote Peter Rabbit 2. And he's credited for doing a little additional writing on Ant-Man and the Wasp, which could be like come in for a day with like a group of people and rewrite a couple scenes. And then Ryan Firpo was the other one, and this is his first feature-length film, like with a writer credit on it.
No shit.
So like he wrote a bunch of shorts and he worked on some documentaries and he's worked on like crew for like other things and stuff. But I'm like, again, it's where they pick the people and where they do the thing. And again, I guess depending on your feeling about this movie, maybe that was a bad decision, but
He just asked him about Thanos. Why didn't you help with Thanos and stuff?
Yes. See, I like that a lot too, because these guys are essentially supposed to all be like, it's like a bunch of Thors. Like a bunch of Thors and Lokis. They all have really crazy high-end powers, and it's like, oh, you feels like you guys could have took on Thanos, no problem. And it's like, yeah, but that's not really our job.
Uh-oh. Oh, and he mentioned something about Doctor Strange or something too there before. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I guess they didn't do that before. Nanobots. They've been infused with nanobot technology. That's what the trick ending is going to be.
It's when you're going to find out that nano pets are a thing in here too.
Oh, he wasn't even there. He just came to show up after 5,000 years to see what's up.
Yeah, well, they broke up, and you want to keep a distance. No, he just left. Well, it's still a breakup.
Oh, absolutely. There was no closure, though.
Yeah, no, you got to have the closure.
I'd be worried if I was Buddy. Kit Harington, new handsome Superman hunk comes back to town.
Yeah, here's the guy your girlfriend says not to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Gemma Chan, she literally she thought she was done with the Marvel Cinematic Universe just because you do a Marvel movie and then you could die or whatever, and you're like, oh, I guess that's it for me. And then Kevin Feige, after Crazy Rich Asians came out, he's like, hey, we've got an idea of bringing you into another movie as a different person, which I guess is the advantage of being a fully made up person, right? And then not having to do that. It's like, you can get away with a couple different roles that way.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
So now begins. So here's the
montage getting the team back together.
This is a flashback scene. Oh. So this is where there's going to be some frustration here. You're going to go from a flashback to a get somebody to a flashback to a get somebody, and we're going to be at that for a long time. A long time.
Black baby boo.
Yes.
Speaking Babylonian.
Yes.
But he's just got some crap shooting out of your hands, Biz.
Yeah.
This guy's Iron Fist puncher, man.
Yeah, they basically all have the Celestials' powers.
They would imbued upon them. They would totally it would make for a cool video game.
Yeah.
All these different looking dudes. They look like something right out of Bayonetta or something
Yeah. What's interesting too is because my understanding of the Eternals in Marvel is that they're all these people who are basically the last of their kind, who are all living on this one planet under this one thing, and they've completely changed that for this.
Oh, he just bitch slapped him.
That's what you do.
Oh, now they're doing their pose.
Yeah.
What's her name? Who takes the front now? Because what's her name's not there, buddy. Oh, no, they're just doing the straight pose.
Rank up. Yeah, it's just whatever team happens to be on the case. Everybody stand in a line.
575 BC.
Yeah.
Maybe they met JC or what? Get any JC scene? I was actually
that'd be amazing.
The guy who brought the frankincense.
See, there's a lot, and there's a lot of that in this too. You'll hear them talk about.
Yeah, the one girl made up. Sprite made up
Peter Pan.
Icarus, and
yeah. Well, and it's stuff like that, and then it's the this is the Celestial, so she can actually travel to him because she's the leader.
It's a bunch of holes.
Yeah. Well, it's zoom out, you'll see. It's actually apparently the wrong one too. If you actually look up, Arishem is one because it actually shows the Deviant or the Celestial and their name underneath. And Arishem's a different one. This guy is somebody else, but I think they just liked him better. So this one, he's a more aesthetically pleasing Celestial.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. See, this is that brilliant thing, though. This is the one thing that I give Vin Diesel a lot of credit for. He goes out and gets international people.
Yeah.
Because he knows that's where your money's going to come from. Because while Eternals didn't make more money than Shang-Chi in the U.S., it made more money than Shang-Chi around the world.
Well, exactly. So she just flashed right over to the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, she can go. She's got a really cool cell phone that goes right to it.
Cool. She's got him on speed dial.
There was a thing you saw at the beginning. There was this orb thing that traveled into her throat. And that was so this is Phastos, played by Brian Tyree Henry. He's their inventor, engineer kind of dude. So I know him. People know him. I know him best from Atlanta, but he's also in Boardwalk Empire, Crown Heights, Hotel Artemis. He was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Child's Play, Joker, Godzilla vs. Kong. He's got a lot of good shit. He's coming up in Bullet Train with Sandra Bullock and Brad Pitt, and a bunch of other people in that. And then the movie Red, White, and Water with Jennifer Lawrence. So I like him a lot, actually. And he's definitely not a low point in this movie. I enjoy him. This guy's a low point.
What, he just came up with some newfangled...
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's inventing, like, what they're making him do, because he keeps coming up with these crazy inventions for the humans, and they're like, no, you can't, like, rocket them into the future.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, so we gotta start out simple with the wheel or something like that, where he's like, I have a thing where they'll have power for the rest of their lives, and he's like, no, we can't, like, you can't. It's kind of like the Prime Directive with a twist, you know what I mean?
It's so weird for them to not be able to interfere in anything that's happening, yet they can make things for, like, wouldn't that be changing it right there? This guy's inventing the wheel or whatever for them.
Well, no, it's, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're creating lore and stories that carry on through. Wouldn't that itself?
Yeah. I think they sort of half explain that.
Right. Oh my God, this is like at Harry Potter's birthday. Oh my God.
That would be pretty great. That would be better story time than I can offer my poor kids.
This is like he's like, wow.
Yeah.
The like when C-3PO is telling the story to all the Ewoks, and like, woo, and he's like, come on, bro. And they're like, woo.
Exactly.
All the like all the fucking Ewoks.
Exactly. Woo. The vibe I got. So the one thing I promised I would tell the story about my coming to review this. It's actually the whole story is told in my actual review for this, which you can find on the channel. I'll put the things over here somewhere. But you basically, after working a 12-hour overnight shift, I came to the Scotiabank Theatre in Toronto to come and watch this movie. And so I was exhausted, and I found a place to park, and I go in. And the last time I had reviewed a movie was No Time to Die. And when I went there, it was about 45 minutes early, and there was this huge lineup of people to get their, like, credentials and all that kind of stuff and then go get their seats. So I went in. Door was locked. This was about 45 minutes early too, and the door was locked. Like, the place wasn't even open yet. So I'm waiting out in the cold, and it was raining, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, somebody opens the door and they're like, "Do you want to come in?" And I'm like, "Yeah, please." So I come in, and I said I was there for the screening. He's like, yeah, okay. And I go up. There's nobody there. The lights aren't even on yet. Like, this place is closed, and I'm just standing there all by myself. And then another worker comes in, and she's wearing her coat and stuff. She's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just here for the Eternal screening." She's like, "What Eternal screening?" And I'm like, "No." And I looked up the email. I'm like, "No, it's here. It's today. It's the right theater." I'm just making sure that I got everything right.
Right.
So, and then, I ended up being right, and that was fine, but it was just like super last minute. It wasn't until like 20 minutes before the movie started that another person arrived. And then like 10 minutes before, there was finally like 20 people there. And then we all went in, and then like by the time the movie started, there was the amount of people who were supposed to be there. But I guess the one that I went to for No Time to Die wasn't just like a reviewer screening. It was like a friends and family premiere. So a lot of people were there. So it was just a totally different experience. And then a million times different than when my sister got to go see the friggin' Matrix and Keanu was there.
Oh, yeah. That's super cool.
God damn. But yeah, it's like I was watching this movie, and like things just weren't happening, and I was like, I don't know if the experience prior to that I was really worried. So I before I wrote the review, I really kind of like went into this kind of state of self-reflection, because I was like, am I just no, but you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to write a review and shit on something because I was in a bad mood, right? So because like I want to have some credibility. And so I was really thinking about it. I'm like, was I really? I'm like, no. I'm like, it just didn't make sense. Like, it's just like, I can't believe that this is how the decision they made or whatever. And it was like, that's why you can blame Chloe Zhao, because not only did she direct the movie, she wrote it. So it's like, you know, if you don't like the movie, it's her fault.
While it was on them, they said yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying
it wasn't her fault too. It's got to go past everybody. They're not just like, I'm not even gonna look at this. Oh, get it in there.
it's everybody's fault, but like a movie always starts and ends with the direct, like because right now you're doing something for Disney that you would never do for another studio. Like, you know, when you like watch a Michael Bay thing, you're like, this thing's a piece of shit. You're not talking about Universal. Or like whatever other goddamn TriStar or whoever's doing the movie.
Dare say anything about TriStar.
TriStar never didn't nail it. That's why they're still around.
Oh, she's cute. This is obviously when they were together.
Yeah, yes, they were together at this point. Yeah, she is a beautiful woman. Actually, she was one of my choices for. I did this recast or this like fantasy casting thing of the Knights of the Old Republic, and she was my choice to play Juhani. From that, and that was like a few years ago now, so I feel like I nailed it.
He's got like a little. You think that's a fashion thing, or is that natural in his hair? He's got like one strand or like one chunk of like.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fashion thing. Apparently, Tatiana Maslany, who's now been cast as She-Hulk, was up for the job of Cersei. I guess that was the good thing about the Eternals. They had no real loyalty to a character's gender or race. They're just like whoever. Like when people were up for a job, it was like all over the place. It was like Salma Hayek, her role of Ajak, like Naomi Scott was up for the job, and like all these other people, right? So it's interesting. It could have been literally anybody. This is also...
is this the brief sexuality?
Yeah.
It's like the first make-out scene in any Marvel movie.
Yeah, no,
Has there been any kissing in any other Marvel movie?
Oh, there's been tons of kissing, but there hasn't been a scene where he's putting it in her.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yes.
Sort of suspect.
Yeah, you don't get to see penetration in the Disney movies.
Could be anything.
But, yeah. He could be putting
it. He can have her baby.
He could put anything inside or not. That probably isn't happening. But I lost my. I had a good point to make, and then you did that.
Don't blame me.
Oh, this is actually the first movie in the MCU since Iron Man where no other MCU character previous shows up in.
So Iron Man. They got a lot going on here. For fuck's sake.
I know, right? Yeah, you didn't have time for all of a sudden like fucking like
they could have given this an exposition.
Yeah.
She could have told what's his name back in 400 whatever we got married.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is what I'm saying, like this scene has been what, like 15 minutes?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
We already know that they were together.
And now we're going to see the first person.
Oh, that she's going to go recruit.
To recruit back into the fray.
He has not worked up to the front seat yet. She's pissed.
He should have called shotgun.
That's nice scenery though. The shots are really nice in this movie. The cinematography is very nice.
It's a beautifully shot movie. Worth noting, this is the first time. I do not remember the guy's name. I don't have it written down, but the
Jimbo.
Jimbo, the guy who was Chloe Zhao's cinematographer. This is the first movie that he wasn't the cinematographer for, but he is one of the camera operators.
Yeah.
So like they brought him on board, and I think I think more than the director, because they're like a director is an artist, they can kind of put together a picture in their mind and whatever, but the cinematographer is the one who has to physically put it together. So I feel like those are the guys where they're like, I don't trust a guy who's only done indie movies to take care of this yet.
So is Superman there? Is he super strong to her? Can he just shoot shit out of his eyes?
He is super strong. He can fly. He's got the bulk of the powers. So we've got dead Salma Hayek here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Salma.
And we remember what Salma's power was?
To talk to Buddy.
No, that was one thing she could do.
To jiggle her boobs around.
No, she is a healer.
Ah, that's right.
And what did
Can heal herself?
Yeah. And what did the Deviant do?
Healed itself. I don't know where you're going with this. So it's absorbed her ability.
Yeah.
Or one of them has. Maybe she's the mother of the Deviants. She's a dirty Deviant fucker.
Could be.
She's like, that Deviant's my son.
Aw, memories.
There you go, bud. Hologram.
Yeah, see, there's something about... I think this is the first movie I really had this experience too, where you look at a person's just their face, just like what they're putting out there on the screen with their face, and I'm just like, I'm not enjoying it.
Right.
And it was like, she's one of them, and then Barry Keoghan, who's in this as well, he's the other one. It was like every time I look at him, I'm like, you don't even look like you want to be here.
Do they Okay, do they... Obviously, she just died.
Yeah.
But, like, are they supposed to not die? Is this a thing? Or do they die? Do they eventually after...
Well, they are essentially immortal, but I guess can be, can fall.
Absorbed her power.
Yeah.
Well, man, they're evolving, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
They come back, you defeat them. I'm sure they're going to go somewhere to up their shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Get a weapon, get something.
Yeah, there's always a shop in these games.
It's going to go find somebody like...
like the Green Lantern.
Yeah, exactly.
That was exactly again, you're literally experiencing the vibes I had the first time I watched this. I was just like...
Oh, she's now the new one. She's going to go meet Buddy.
Now, was it because she is true of heart, or was she just... was it all proximity? Uh-oh. Are you choking? Are you choking on that weird ball you just swallowed?
Like the wrong way.
Yeah.
Are you choking because you didn't eat it properly and you just jammed it into your throat?
That would have been amazing. She's like, oh, and then coughs it up and she's like, oh, God. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, it is
almost time. Uh-oh.
I literally don't know how this works.
No, it's just the one here.
She's dead, so she didn't do nothing. Like, as she was dying, did she have to make a choice?
And are they sure that a deviant killed her? It's probably Mrs. Marvel.
Yeah, oh no.
So there's too many people on the team.
Oh, so
back to I kind of dig this back. I dig this is where all their money went to with all these old back in time shit.
But, like, do you not agree with me that this would have made a better show than a movie?
Well, we're not there yet. Okay, but so far, yes.
Yeah, because like you could break this. Like I feel like this would break up better into a show. You get a little bit of flashback, a little bit.
A lot. Like the movie hasn't been on that long for the runtime, and there's been a lot happening.
Yes. There's certainly a lot.
And like I feel that maybe the going back and forth sometimes is a little much. I don't mean all the way back through time, but then they'll go back to an intimate moment between the two, and I'm like, I don't know when this is.
Yeah.
I don't know what time frame this is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're guessing based on clothes.
And this guy really reminds me of the Flash.
Oh yeah, he's got Ezra.
I had
to look it up because when I was writing the thing, I actually wrote Ezra Miller.
There's that old homewrecker.
Yeah,
ruined Brad Pitt's life. Broke up
I feel like
Aniston and him.
I feel like he's doing just fine. Jennifer worries me.
So I'm supposed to help them.
So Barry Keoghan, and that's the thing. Barry Keoghan, his power is mind control. He could literally make all this stop, but they're like, no, you can't. You can't. So this is why that's him explaining technology is part of their evolution. That's why he kind of like helps it along, but he's not. Like, they're not allowed to kind of take sides or, like...
What's her deal? Oh, here you go.
She's the warrior.
Oh, yeah.
But she also has a problem.
What is happening? Oh, she's attacking them all. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Oh, she's stabbed, buddy.
Lots of things happen. So apparently when she agreed to do this movie, she asked for a very small role.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, she asked for a very, very...
Oh, my God, she's not dead.
No. Well, this is a flashback.
Time.
Yeah. But, and see, this is where, like, problems come in. But again, this is why you mind the clothes. You kind of, you know where you're sitting if you're really looking at the clothes.
Uh-oh, she's got voices in her head.
Yeah.
She's losing it, girl.
She's got something going on. But, yeah, apparently...
Of course she does. A custody case, 18 kids that aren't hers. Yeah,
I hear you. But, she...
Oh, schnit. Oh, she's already died 5 times ago.
Please stop. But yeah, she asked for a very small role in the movie. And then when she looked at it, she was a lot bigger than she had like initially agreed to, but she kind of just decided to go all in.
With it.
So she started really getting into it, and like she invented her a portion of her like fighting style. And
so is she just losing it a bit, or like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they explain.
Oh, yeah, this is what you got to deal with all the time. Oh, yeah. Fucking mood swing. Oh, my Christ.
She just got pounded.
Ain't nothing wrong. It's okay to punch a lady if she's flinging around magic light things and trying to kill you.
This is actually the first time the term "bitches be crazy" gets used in human evolution.
They started it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kumail Nanjiani goes, "Bitches be crazy," and then one of the humans hears it, and he's like,
"Oh yeah, we haven't really seen him." There he is.
Yeah, yeah, he's barely had a line yet.
What happened, girl? Come on.
She doesn't know. She's got a problem.
Nice job, lady.
Yeah, she's the one who like. There you go. The Mad Weary.
Oh fuck. Oh, time is starting to it's kind of cool actually. So much time has gone by that your memories are like stacking up and starting to break through the other floors and shit.
See, and that's something that happens. They literally come to a planet and live there for like the planet's entire existence, and then they go back to their home planet, and then they get sent to another planet. But every time they go back to their home planet, their memories are erased, and then they start everything fresh again.
She's got Total Recall, bud.
Yeah, so that is essentially what's happening.
Yeah. The memories are all cutting into each other and shit.
That's a really good way of putting it, actually.
Fucking right. Will you?
I'll be deep inside.
This guy looks like he went way back to when they first did haircuts and then like just kept that one.
He looks like it's like it looks like kind of like a page boy haircut from like a Shakespeare thing when they first did haircuts. That's fantastic. Yeah. Uh-oh. So he's an Irish actor who was he was in Dunkirk, and what else do we got? He was in Norfolk, Dunkirk, The Green Knight. He's going to be in The Batman upcoming.
Ooh, I'm really looking forward to that movie.
Me too. I just finally got it. No, I have been looking forward to that one. And he's in the upcoming The Banshees of Inisherin, directed by Martin McDonagh.
The Banshees of Ed Sheeran?
Inisherin.
Oh, that's when they find out that he talks to these banshees and they wrrite all his songs for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of thick-ass accents in that, though. Colin Farrell's in that one. And
so, like, how many people can this guy do? Has he got a limit? Like, he's got everybody here on the battlefield.
Yeah, I think he has to be able to see them.
Ah. Uh-oh. He will.
Yeah. Yeah, he could beat you up. So if that's where
no problem. Well, mind melt him.
Yeah, I don't know that he could do them, though.
Whoa. That's not true. I've seen you later. Later in the movie, but in time. Earlier in the movie, later in time.
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes. He's going to run into Conan. He's not smart enough to be mind melted. He just chops his fucking head right off.
Yeah. So he literally just like quit the group.
He's like, we're going for a beer. Fuck y'all.
Somebody quickly invent beer.
Oh, they already have it. Guaranteed. They got something to drink.
Mm-hmm. So they were going to wipe her memories so she wouldn't go all crazy and stuff. But he loves, well, I don't know if he loves her, but he likes her enough.
Lady.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I can't stand her, but whatever.
Yeah, no,
it's literally tabloid. That's the reason.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
She's a good actress, though. I'll give her that.
Yeah, and a good director. So this is actually another little tie-in with the with Iron Man, other than being like the first one with no previous MCU people in it. Ramin Djawadi scored Iron Man and also scored this. Those are the only two movies he's done for Marvel.
Oh my God, the team's breaking up. She's like, you know what? He walked off. We're not doing this.
So this is an interesting thing too, because like especially when you see all these back in time shots, I guess Kumail Nanjiani and Gemma Chan said, or Chloe Zhao, he said that Chloe Zhao uses like mostly practical effects and stuff like that. So I guess they invented Deviants and they just fought them for real and shot lasers. But I think they said in terms of sets and stuff like that, like there's not a lot of green screen going on unless there absolutely has to be and stuff like that.
Okay, this is where.
So this is where we're
damn it. This shouldn't have been like when she's like the team's breaking up, and then she's like, "Go live your life," but can you really?
Yeah,
you can't do any. You're not allowed to make any impact. You're not allowed to. All your friends are gonna die, and then eventually you're gonna have to go fight. Oh, sweet.
So
I was hoping it would go to. Obviously, he's like a Bollywood prince or something, right?
Yeah.
And I like when they do we're breaking up, and it should have been like an AC/DC tune, and it like the radio pulls out from some crappy radio, and he's like under the car, greasy. Hey, what the fuck? What'd you just say?
Yeah.
I said they're called Deviants.
Yeah.
They're called Deviants. Hey, fucking, where's my sandwich? You know.
Yeah.
Like,
well, to me, whenever I think about it, get the gang back together, it's always Armageddon, right? So I was like, that's what I was expecting 100%, and I was like, this is not that version. Could you imagine how long Armageddon would have been if you would have had to have a flashback and a full scene with each guy instead of hey you, and they look at you and then and then the nod. That's
the nod.
Well, that's like all it is. I think nobody did it better, like in a fun way, than MacGruber. Where he got the whole gang back to, it was all wrestlers. And
then they all get exploded in the try. I like that, actually. I thought they were going to be in the movie, the whole thing.
Yeah, no.
And all of a sudden they all get exploded.
Gone in 5 seconds. So it was beautiful.
So is this like they're still getting the team together here?
Yeah.
They're just introducing the characters as...
Yep. We are over 45 minutes into this movie, and we have only met the third or fourth character.
Oh, Lord.
This is what I'm saying, man. Like,
Jesus Christ.
This is a lot.
They could have put it all together in a thing, like a quick montage.
Yeah. And again, this would have been fine for a show. I would be all in. Like, I would be saying this show is amazing if this was a half-hour program.
I also find it weird to have already seen these characters and then now to be getting the band back together. Yeah. You think that once you would be, you know what I mean? Then you'd get to the characters, then you'd see.
Yeah. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is that kind of weird to have already, now we're getting them back together?
Yeah.
Like, what is this, the sequel that's happening in the middle of the first one?
Pretty much.
What the fuck is going on here?
Pretty much. I like what he said, because basically his valet there, who's played by, I gotta get his name too. God damn it. Harish Patel, he's a big Bollywood actor. He's done tons of stuff, but he was also in Coronation Street, and he was in this show, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. But yeah, they brought him in, and he said that he mistook him for a vampire and tried to kill him one time, which is apparently a nod to one of the other characters she wanted in this, which was Vampiro, which was another Eternal who looks like a vampire but isn't one. Vampiro. Which I don't really understand the point of him. Like what a weird trait to give somebody to comic.
He looks like a vampire, but he is not at all.
He looks like a vampire, but don't worry about it.
And he is really, really wimpy. Like below human.
Yeah, if you're expecting vampire, you're going to be disappointed.
It's the first of a trilogy.
BTS. Studio. I kind of want to like dip my toe into Bollywood a little bit and just watch a couple of Bollywood movies with like just an open heart.
That's right, buddy. You listen to this guy.
Shadow Warrior 2. So that's the posters of Bollywood films, especially like Bollywood action films, are like infinitely cooler than anything we put together. No, that's
all right. The clouds look nice.
Yeah, we'll be fine with that.
You've had a nice time. Always bring a buddy with him.
So he's making his own documentary about this now. See, this is what I started to be like.
Zoom in, right?
Yeah, this is when I started like calming down a little bit, because I'm like, what is this movie going to be? Then he came in, and I'm like, okay, I can enjoy myself now.
I like him.
Oh, Kumail is the best, man. He's in everything. Of course, he was in Community. We don't even have to ask that question. But he was in Silicon Valley was his big one. He was in Burning Love, Franklin and Bash. He made a huge impact with his own movie, The Big Sick, that he got to star in. He was in Stuber with Dave Bautista.
What is that? Wow. Did she move out of that seat after turning invisible, or did he just sit through her?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I could turn a rock into. He feels so much more natural in this movie than everybody else.
I agree.
Everybody else is just kind of like they're just
stoic and like
they're just saying lines, and they're like
boring and stoic and like you can die though.
Yeah, you can die.
Are they still together? No, this is the presence that they're not together.
Yeah.
Where's her boyfriend?
He's
this fucking dirtbag.
He's definitely not going on a deviant fighting adventure. He's a teacher.
They're taking his like Bollywood money plane. He's got all his like.
So this is where you said, because you were saying how somebody says grandfather and his great grandfather. He's been every generation of himself for his whole life. So I was like, it was such a good call that you made.
No shit, that's awesome. Yeah. I like that.
The Rode microphone that was on that guy's thing, I have that microphone. That's neither here nor there. I have a lot of Rode microphones. That's so hilarious. See, like,
I mean, whatever. You're eternal.
Yeah.
It's like, we felt you fall off for a while. You call them, and then she's the one who's like, well, why didn't you call me?
And it should feel like,
well, why didn't you call me? Like, it's a two,
Yeah. It should feel like almost no time. With 7,000 years of them there.
7,000 years is like nothing. Like, you just went out to go to the fucking store and came back. That's right, bud. If you were there with your little shooty hands,
that is true.
You would have been alive instead of making these silly movies.
He's one of those guys where it's like, I feel like he's capable of a lot more than we've seen from him so far. I think he's got a good drama in him.
I think so too. I guarantee you he's going to get something good after this. I'm telling you right now.
I think he deserves it. He got a lot of attention for just getting ripped for this movie.
Yes. Which probably for no reason at all. There's probably no shirtless scenes.
I can't, off the top of my head, I don't think of one.
Yeah. You have to.
I think that there's a physical demand to, well, when you've got the suit on, you're wearing this skin tight suit, so you want to look as good as you can anyways.
If they're going to put you into a Marvel franchise, you have to.
Yeah.
I literally feel like it is absolutely your duty.
Yeah.
They've got the dudes. Be like, send me your guys, get me ripped.
Yeah.
You want me to be your fucking superhero? That's my only thing. Don't even pay me.
You know what's really disappointed me?
Let's get ripped.
Yeah, you know what's disappointed me lately, though? The news that a lot of what they do is just like muscle stimulation, like electronic muscle stimulation now. Like they do a lot of working out and stuff like that, but they said with both him and they said this for Tom Holland as well, that a lot of it was it's targeted muscle stimulation that like helps, but sometimes they do workouts while they're using it and stuff, and it just kind of like speeds along the process.
They're not very ripped or anything. They're not like what's their names are so skinny, like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It's
but when you see, but like Tom Holland, even without a shirt, though, you can see for the size that he is, he's a small dude. He's also like,
he's got he's a little chisel, but they're not like Thor. They're just like fucking like.
No. But Kumail put on 20 pounds of muscle for this movie. So like he did put on some.
Don't you drop that.
I know. I was so.
Don't you? Wow.
I know.
Wow, you could have been like, yo, put the pie down first. You're fresh, probably the greatest pie you've ever eaten.
The original title for this movie was actually Eternals and the Wrecked Pie.
He's the only one who seems to even give a shit.
Yeah. Well, they all had the very brief moments. It's kind of like
they don't really know her, right?
Yeah. Well,
is this some kid drawing this? Some kid that's been in the desert forever?
Yeah. Sort of.
He looks like he just came from an Indiana Jones set.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. She's losing it again. You need to kick her out of the team. She'd cray.
They picked a lot of really, diverse places to shoot.
Oh, Lord.
Too.
Again, girl? Come on.
Yeah.
Where's Centauri 6?
I don't know. That's somebody.
Next to 5 or what?
Probably. It's the sequel.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh my God! You gotta tell this chick all the time.
Yeah, this is the thing. Just
kick her out of the team. Hire, buddy, Kit Harington.
Yeah. Well, and this is the thing too, is you're not even gonna get you've done this once. Like you should have the fight. There should be a quicker way to resolve this now, because you're even if you went as stupid as hey, the sun's getting mighty low with the Hulk style, right? You know what I mean? But
I was just where do I know that from?
I know, but it was
getting mighty low.
But you were literally just had to re-explain everything. And it's
to me and back.
It's just that thing is they're taking so many unnecessary steps, and
agreed.
all it did was it didn't give you any extra information. It just made a longer movie.
Yes. Oh, this is now.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, I know there was a lot of sand around, so that one threw everybody off. So again, that's what I said. Always look at the clothes. The clothes will let you know where you're at.
Where they are.
Or if there's just a random other person like her.
Okay, so how come Buddy's valet can come along, but not Kit Harington?
Well,
he's got no fucking powers, unless he does.
Well, she was protecting her boyfriend by saying, don't come. Whereas that guy works for him and he wanted him to come. Because he's like filming the whole thing. It's not like they're not allowed to by some sacred rule. It's people are choosing who to protect and who to not protect.
We're
having fun.
You know what they say with funny tea? That it's non-alcoholic. It's for kids. Yeah. What about
they're all see, he just said Thor used to follow me around when he was a little kid.
Who said that?
Kingo.
No way.
Yeah, so they're talking about. So he just said he could be the leader of the Avengers. I like that because it's the one thing the movie, like, it doesn't need it. That's not what I want to say, but it feels like it's still missing at the same time is a connection to Marvel.
Right.
It's just this could be.
Said it.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying is that's why these things come in, and then you're kind of like, it feels a little forced because it's like there's no reason for them to be sitting there talking about it, I guess.
Oh, here's Buddy.
Yeah, she's drawn awesome pictures.
Big ol'. Looks like some fucking kid drew with his feet.
Mm-hmm. Now, does she have the power to erase her memories? That's something I don't know because, like, that wasn't like
her own.
Well, no, but I was talking to erase like Angelina Jolie's memories and stuff because Salma Hayek was going to do it, but her powers were around surrounding healing and stuff.
The Earth. Ooh, so this is like a past life thing she's talking about here.
Yeah.
Or probably she was there, and then when they flew her back to wherever to erase her memory, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she can go over and see buddies.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
It's just like flying, you just got to do it. That's right, you can't try too hard. You just have to lightly concentrate. Clear your mind.
Yes. That's the one thing I like about this as a team, though, is she's kind of like she's the reluctant leader. And she's like, I don't know how to do that. Where like everybody else, like every other team has always had like somebody who's like even Guardians of the Galaxy, like, Star-Lord comes in with all the confidence in the world. He's like, of course I'm leading this team. So it's a new dynamic for teams, but again, it's just such a big team. There it is.
Here we go. Look at this big old guy.
I feel like
oh shit, they're pretty fucking big.
Yeah. How far away would they be that you couldn't pick these guys up with the Hubble or something like that?
Oh my god! Because they probably they're on some other plane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or they're hiding behind a black hole. Oh yeah,
this guy looks like Galactus's like little brother that's into BDSM. Uh-oh.
That'd be amazing if Galactus came up and said, fuck, stop fucking around.
Yeah. To bring forth who?
Tiamat, the next celestial.
Rebellions, new celestials must be born. Okay. We're not banging out there, I guess, huh?
No.
I plant celestial seeds into host planets. Oh, fuck. This doesn't sound good.
Yeah. So this is the whole thing that's going on. You're going to find out a lot of truth in this little scene here.
Uh-oh. And he's going to emerge and rip the fucking planet apart. That's what your name's talking about.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh, Lord.
So this is what happens is the energy that having a lot of people on the planet, like the celestial actually feeds off of the energy, which is why they help along their evolution by like allowing.
It's like a kaiju.
Yeah. So to really explain why they don't prevent wars and stuff, but why they help with like other stuff. They
want as many people.
No, but this is kind of like the dual thing. So the first thing is that they help them evolve because they can create greater war, but also war creates more evolution, because they're like the biggest technological upgrades that have happened through all human history have all happened because of war. Through medical stuff, weaponry, just technology in general, all comes from what they need to like gain advantage in war. So it's like that's why they just let the wars happen and do all that.
Wait a second, listen to this fucking guy.
Like,
where the fuck? I was literally just gonna ask, what the hell do these guys do?
Yeah, they basically are the universe creators. And split God into gods, and that's what they're doing.
And then they grow another one. What's his job going to be? To fart off somewhere else and find his own territory to make some planets and shit?
Well, it's like, it's the universe is ever expanding. They got to fill it. And then as things just get destroyed, like, because like supernovas and things happen, they...
Yeah, I was just going to ask, so Salma Hayek knew about this?
Yes.
Because she was the one that could speak to him?
Yes. See, and now she's finding...
Uh-oh, they're going to have to rumble Buddy here. Can they attack their own creator?
Ooh, there is no Olympia.
It was all fake planted memories in your head, girl.
Yeah. So this is the biggest change they made.
Is that an A-bomb? Look at that.
Yeah. No, it's Mushroom Kingdom.
Ah.
Wouldn't that be amazing if Yoshi was here?
Oh, now they're going to find out their whole lives have been a lie. Of course it has, because everything fucking gets erased.
You betcha.
Oh, I just ripped a sweet fart.
Oh, I'm really glad that made it into the podcast.
See that thing there, that opening? That's what it looked like when I farted. That old cranky lady from the Dark Crystal should be here. The Great Conjunction! Bougie, 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 bougie.
So this is what she's finding out. They're not even people. They're actually like androids.
Cool. They're androids that can feel.
Yes. Yeah, they're not like just regular ass robots.
This is like the end of Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, a little bit. So I don't know from Easter eggs if there's characters in there that you would recognize as different Eternals or not, but I'm willing to bet there is.
I feel like we could have been here way earlier. Like way fucking earlier.
This is what I'm getting at. We're at over an hour into this movie.
What the fuck? Like... The first fucking thing that should have happened was like you get a little bit of their lore in the right up there.
Yeah.
Then you get the team. The first thing I feel like that should have happened was she finds out that Salma Hayek is dead.
Yep.
She goes to find Salma Hayek. That thing goes into her.
Yep.
And that's when it's like we got to get the team back together. And then
you shrink the prologue. And then you could even have Richard Madden show up when he does and like that kind of thing. So shrink all that down a little bit. And then he comes and gives her the news that she's dead. And it's like, we have to go because she's dead. Right. And they go, and then that happens. And it's like, so that whole scene goes from 30 minutes to like 10.
Oh my God, that's what took down the dinosaurs.
You betcha.
They never found any deviant bones though.
Yeah, they look like, I think they're mostly
morphed into them.
Yeah, they look like mostly cartilage.
Oh my God, it looks like something right out of Bug Movie there.
Yeah.
With, what's that one?
Starship Troopers?
Yeah!
I was waiting for it. I was like, you're going to get there.
This guy's not nearly as handsome as Casper Van Dien in his hottest days.
Did you hear about that, actually? Who was it? They're talking a lot about Andrew Garfield right now just because he got the Golden Globe and Spider-Man and all that other stuff. And I guess he was supposed to be... He auditioned for Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia. And they were like, no, you're not good looking enough.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
Prince Caspian is supposed to be a handsome devil.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys are creators of worlds. So in a sense, then they would have also created Galactus then.
Theoretically, unless... Yeah, because Galactus doesn't technically count as a celestial, right? So he's another thing.
So he's a Titan. So did they create Thanos?
Yeah. Well, it's like they were the first things to come into existence. So they created everything. So I think that Titans probably became out of the stuff they built. Like they weren't like, oh, we're going to build some Titans now. It's like that would be almost like the natural evolution where you like, you know, if you were to kind of argue creationism, you could say, okay, God made Earth and then Earth kind of took care of itself after that, and that's how evolution exists, kind of thing. But
yeah, expand their own life.
Yeah.
This sounds very much kind of like a Thanos kind of thing. So all these it's only when you're involved in it too. Right? That's when only when they care. If they were on some other planet, I don't give a fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
That's where the Klingons live. Give a fuck.
But
right?
that was but that's also the thing. Like they was pointing out and seeing all the different Eternals there. So there's groups like this all over the universe.
Oh my God! For the sequels.
Yeah. Well,
every sequel introduces 10 more. So part 2, 20.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
20 new characters.
We have to get everybody back together, and it's like literally a 17-hour movie.
They're fucking right.
People are crying in the theater, like, oh man, this is really moving you. They're like, let me go home.
And it's like still for the price of one ticket.
Yeah. I'm forgetting my daughter.
Not like when you're on like a long trip, like, okay, you've reached the end, now you got to pay again.
Yeah. I want to make a movie that's so long that you can actually come and go to the movie over the course of days and just rejoin it.
Say again?
You can just come and go to the movie. Like, it's so long. You just like, you come in, then you leave, you come back a couple days later, it's still going on. And you're like, what have I missed?
Yeah, what did I miss?
Yeah.
I got to fill you in like 5 days of like...
Not much. We literally just watched Bruce Willis's character sleep for a big portion. But I think that something that is smart is Guardians of the Galaxy has this and this has this. There's so many other characters that we've not met that are part of the team, like in the comics, that you can pick and choose anybody. So you might just go, oh, this guy's an interesting character to add for the next one. Or, hey, this person doesn't want to be in the movies anymore, so we can remove them and just add somebody else.
Or bring them back for the next one. You know, you don't have to be...
Yeah.
Oh, now they're only old Amazon.
Yeah, no, this is
somebody else.
We're picking up somebody else.
Holy fuck, who's this? Is this a hairdo?
This is hairdo.
Pick up hairdo.
He's running a weird commune,
like a Swiss Family Robinson type of
Yeah.
They only put clothes on when guests arrive, especially with cameras.
This looks
like they all have the same dress. Look, that's great.
This looks like a village that you would encounter in like an RPG.
Yes.
This is like,
and this does look like a place where his haircut would fit in. Oh, fuck me. Uh-oh.
I like that he basically made himself a god.
Pretty much.
Well, I guess. You didn't miss nobody.
You wandered off 3,000 years ago.
He's one of those guys. He's got that Jeremy Renner disease where he simultaneously looks like an old man and a young man.
The Jeremy Renner disease.
It's just like when Jeremy Renner was in his 20s when he was in the Hurt Locker, but I was like, how? Like he's got to be like 45 years old. And now I look at him now and I'm like, he looks like he's 25 years old.
He's like, were you with him? Are you with him?
Yeah, a lot.
Gilgamesh. That's almost Gargamel.
I know. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Okay, so now, by the time that we are in this film, we should have at least had a deviant attack somewhere while they're gaining one of them.
No, this is why they have little ones in the back in the flashbacks to give you a little something.
That doesn't even count.
I agree.
It's a fucking flashback.
Yeah.
Huh! What a dick bag.
I know. There's no acting there to me. Like everybody is emotionless, but not like
him and his valet are the best ones in the whole movie.
I know. That's technically what I'm doing.
I don't do it for the views.
That's the name of this episode.
See, like we didn't need all this.
I know.
Did we really need to get all their little fights in between? And like they could have made a couple lines and you get it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's like
there's tension there.
It's like they bring a group therapist with them, and then they have to go through a whole therapy session where people rehash the shit from the previous one.
Am I watching your Metallica some kind of monster? Holy fuck.
So apparently up for the role of Icarus that Richard Madden plays, Charlie Hunnam, Alexander Skarsgård, Armie Hammer were all up for the role. Sam Heughan was also up for it.
Ooh, soft ear music, something's happening.
Yeah.
This guy he just stays up all night wanging.
It's one thing I'll definitely give this movie. It is a this shot is this like setting is beautiful.
It's a very nice looking movie.
Yeah.
But I think it's got it's got too much going on.
Yeah. And again, this is where I lay deep into if this was a show, I would enjoy this show.
Yeah, there's some fucking action.
Because, well, it's like, but you would basically like put a little set piece in there into each one. Because like that would be the one thing you'd need to obviously flush this out a little bit more to make it a longer thing, to make it like, say, make it 8 episodes or something like that. So you'd have to flesh it out with some deviant attacks and with some, whatever.
I agree with you. I feel like they could have, if they wanted it to be like this, they could have turned it into a show and stretched it out even more.
Yeah.
And then had more moments. And I feel like it would have played better as a TV show. This feels like just a way expensive, like a really too expensive Disney show.
I think the only thing that would have had going against it at that point is you would have had like less of the stars would have come out to play.
Too many, there's too many characters and there's too much, like, you would only get all these over, years of the comic, right? Getting all the stories and their relationships to each other. And I think they're really forcing too much of it here. Like, we didn't really need to. They could have had the whole team, but focused in on a couple of them.
Yeah.
And then in the sequel, maybe get,
Oh, yeah. Over the course of time, you could kind of reveal stuff. And it's like, but right now they have a task. So everything else doesn't matter when you have a task at hand. You get everybody together. Look at Deviants are coming.
Yeah.
Or they're back. That's our job, is to fight Deviants. Like, there's no more argument. There's nothing else to do. It's literally the whole thing we're here for is to fight the Deviants. Let's go fight the Deviants, then we can go back to our lives when it's done.
I think they missed a lot of it. I don't know whether it's placed in whatever, but humor. Like, there could have been, like, the scenes where they, like I said, like, they really think they fucked up on the whole finding everybody.
Yeah.
Because it's like every single, okay, so then I got to go to this person, then we got to see some backstory from them, and then we got to spend a little bit of time with them in the deal. Oh, I don't like you because, remember 18,000 years ago, as he kissed my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my Christ.
Yeah. So this is where she just said she used to know J.M. Barrie, and she is the inspiration for Peter Pan.
What the fuck? That is not yours.
I know. That's true.
That is not your property. These people have been alive for centuries, and they just fucking think they own the whole world.
I know. Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Why are you saying this? What's wrong?
Yeah,
they go make amends. Why right now?
Yeah. What, it's the world ending or something? I got no bars. Click.
There's some giant guy gonna break out of the planet, do a big just like break the whole place.
I like that too, because that was literally just, hey, we haven't talked about this guy in a little while. Let's throw him in real quick.
You think he couldn't have hatched, like plant the egg there and then take it out and maybe he can grow up somewhere else? Does he have to suck the life energy out of all the people and then explode it? That sounds kind of like when I talk about like the Jedis using the clones. Like, I know you're apparently the good guys, but that doesn't sound like what a good guy would do.
Yeah.
Why would they have to feed off of everybody else and then kill them all?
But again, they're not thinking of it in terms of good and evil. They're not saying we're good and this is why we're doing it. This is the cycle of life. We create life, and then life is destroyed, and then more life is created.
Because we're just little ants to them. We're nothing. Yeah. They're world creators. They've been around since the beginning.
Exactly. So it's just like, I don't think
who created them.
They came into existence.
Who made
who?
That's what should have been playing when you saw that guy.
That would have been.
He should have been rocking out. This guy's like, don't even like. You're like, you on Spotify, bud. You just sit out here in the cosmos being a dick.
Who made who did appear in the Maximum Overdrive soundtrack,
so, yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking. I'm like, that's the whole thing. Like,
shit.
You.
Okay, here you go. It's about fucking time.
I know, right?
There goes our most popular, strong guy. We're not going to see him till the end of the movie.
Some other things I wanted to talk about him being in too, because he was in a lot of stuff. Richard Madden.
Oh shit!
His first thing, he was in the TV show Sirens about the mermaids. He was in. He played the Prince in Cinderella. He was in 1917. He did a really nice looking. If you look it up on IMDb, you see the. what's it called? You see the like the trailer for it and stuff, and it's this like live recorded stage performance of Romeo and Juliet.
Right.
Richard Madden played Romeo, Lily James played Juliet, and it was directed by Kenneth Branagh. So naturally, that means our favorite dude, Derek Jacobi, was in it.
Goddamn right it is. I fucking love Derek Jacobi.
I know he's fantastic.
Fucking right.
And then he was in the show Bodyguard and the upcoming show Citadel coming up, which is some kind of spy deal. And he is a heavy favorite to be the next Bond.
What? Who?
Richard Madden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This guy?
No, the guy who plays Icarus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm Buddy Superman. Flew off there. Superman,
yeah.
So are the Deviants after these guys?
The Deviants...
Because they seem to find wherever they are. You think if you're a deviant, you'd go cause evil elsewhere.
Yeah,
so
you just go where you're going. No, I think because in the terms of their what's it called, their evolution, and like you found that they were actually able to use their powers to evolve. They're probably trying to use their powers they're trying to kill more of them to get more of their powers.
Why the hell? I understand the whole you need predators and things out there, but why would they create their own bad guys?
That
what the fuck sense does that make?
I think the way it was explained was that was something else. Like that was like a balancing force that just came into existence on its own as they were creating things. This is something that just like appeared that kind of was unbalancing what they were doing. And so they created the Eternals to undo that.
Right.
Yeah. He's the big one. Actually, that deviant is played by somebody soon enough.
Vin Diesel.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, girl, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I like
Superman punch.
Gilgamesh.
Kick these guys' asses.
Gilgamesh is the other guy I like because he gives me that, in a not racist way, that Wong vibe.
Well, that's what I said. He looks like Wong's brother, for Christ's sakes.
But he also has that kind of same, like, I'm super powerful, but I'm also really kind of like chill.
Yeah, kind of humble.
Yeah.
Why don't you mind flail him?
Yeah, I know. So you get turn things into stuff. There we go.
If you could get, man, this is a creative power.
Yes.
This is a power where you have to be creative with it, but it's really fucking cool.
That's
the ability to change elements into another element is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me very much again of the whole the Green Lantern thing too, right? Is like you're only really limited by your imagination.
Yeah, that's not cool, buddy. Druig or whatever. He's like, I don't even know where the river is because I don't know where I am.
Yeah, I don't know
because you've taken my mind over for the last 5 years.
Yeah, if anything else, they should have just one last time used his powers to get them to the river.
Yeah, like what? They're dead. He's using them as fodder.
Yeah.
I hear you so far with the nobody is leading these, but I have a feeling it's going to be the fucking Celestials. Because why would they create their own fucking bad guy to kill these guys, essentially? Like, what the hell? Why? That's like, I have 2 kids, and I'm going to make sure that for eternity they are pitted against each other.
Yeah.
It's like, that's cool beans, bud.
It's Cain and Abel kind of deal.
Oh, look, they're all kinds of different ones for the toys.
Yeah. That was 100%. It was either that or the design department was just so, like, I've got these awesome ideas and I do not want you to not use any of them. They have to all come into play.
Uh-oh. They're morphing. Yeah. Oh.
It would be very funny to me if, like...
Right, okay.
There we go. This is actually what I was just going to say. It's like where it takes him a long time. And I was waiting for him to say something like, sometimes, like, stop talking to me. I have to start over when you sleep.
Right.
Boom.
That's pretty good.
It's a weird idea to me that he's got like finger guns, essentially.
Yeah.
That would be
kind of a Hadouken there.
Yeah. It would be very funny to me if one day he was like going off and he was doing like one of his press things. It's like, hey, how you doing? And then he accidentally shoots out some energy and I was like, oh shit.
I so far have no emotional investment with really any of them.
Right?
I don't give a fuck whether these things eat them. I don't really care.
This is how I felt about Fear the Walking Dead. I'm like, I literally have nothing for anybody. I like Gemma Chan. I like Richard. Like, I like the actors.
Well, exactly. Me
but
too.
I don't care about the characters.
Like, I don't give a shit about these guys, man. The fucking Deviants guy. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Or, sorry, the Celestials.
Yeah. Well, it's everything. It's just like literally at this point, all I was thinking about, all I kept thinking about was, why aren't you what is this going to lead into? Like, right. I'm done with this being its own movie. So tell me where this is going, so I know.
This action scene went longer than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are pretty tough. He's taking with Superman here.
Yeah, exactly, right? Oh, he's getting all scratched up.
He's pulling the Revenant.
Yeah.
This is the exact scene when he had to kill Zod.
Yeah,
Zod wouldn't stop shooting people with his beams.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Oh. Oh, she didn't like that she stepped.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Turn
it into a solid around him, but not around yourself.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
There you go.
She's doing you one better.
So are they... Okay, so like these things are super tough, I guess, these deviants. Are they also like super fucking tough? Like, or is it just their powers? Like if I ran up to Buddy and he wasn't doing anything, I clocked him in the back of the head, is he going to be...
Oh, I see what you mean. I would argue no. I like that.
I turn him into a tree.
Yeah.
See, that's fuck cool power, man.
See, and I like that because that's something they built too. I was like, that's something you could steal from set if you had a big enough truck.
Oh, girl, get over. You just turn him into a tree. Big fucking deal.
I feel like that's a tree that exists in Guillermo del Toro's backyard.
See? Oh my God, yes. It's like you fucking borrowed it from Tim Burton.
Yeah.
The Guillermo Burton forest.
Oh my God. You imagine if one of those guys gets a Marvel movie?
Oh man, I'm sure that they're like,
yeah.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Well, we're getting a Sam Raimi, Danny Elfman movie.
Say we're getting Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be, I'm fucking so jazzed that he's like back.
Yeah. Do you hear how many people are calling for new sequels to, especially the Amazing Spider-Man now?
Oh, they're
like, we want to see more Andrew Garfield Spider-Man now, and we want to see. I'm like, where were you fucking guys when those were out?
I know. Well, exactly. I know. Yeah.
But that's more proof of how Marvel does it right.
That's exactly it.
Because it's exactly like you guys didn't seem to give a shit about him until all of a sudden he's here. So they just drained that dude.
You just got Buddy killed.
Yeah.
So always morphing. He's changing.
He's actually becoming more human.
More human than human?
Yes. Well, I guess that would be true.
She just got him killed. She could have helped him, but she was having one of her moments, one of her senior moments.
So now it is at this point
he's like, well, I'm going to go get a job at a movie theater. Goodbye.
It's at this point now that the character is actually played by a person. This is now played by Bill Skarsgård, who we might know as Pennywise from It. He was also in Hemlock Grove, Allegiant, Deadpool 2, Castle Rock. He's going to be in John Wick Chapter 4. And then he's doing another one that's called The Things They Carried. It's a Vietnam movie starring Tom Hardy, Ty Sheridan from Ready Player One, and Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, everybody, like, people are just invested in Pete Davidson. They're just like, we're going to find out what he is.
Wait, who did he just kill to get this?
Gilgamesh.
I thought he stabbed the dude.
No, he took Gilgamesh and sucked out all his powers.
Oh, Punchy Man.
Yeah. Punchy McMunchy.
Oh, fuck.
That's unfortunate.
He's not going to make it. That was he's not going to make it head nod, shake.
Yeah, this might be my fucked up memories talking, but I don't think this is going to go well.
That's not my thing.
Yeah.
You sort of like, that's what I don't do.
It's almost what she does
to remember.
It's almost what she does too much.
Oh, you won't remember this in 10 minutes anyways. Get over it. She's gonna look like blink and look at Buddy and be like, you killed him, and then attack him.
Yeah. Way to go.
See, I'll remember how shitty this movie is. Well, they just killed the Asian guy. This movie's fucking racist.
I know, right? Well,
red-haired white kid still alive. Yeah. White dude still alive.
Pakistanis are Asians as well, so there's still an Asian in the movie. And Gemma Chan.
Well, they could have killed one of the white people.
I think Marvel's arguing that there's just too many Asians.
Exactly.
We got to pare this down. That was a beautiful shot there. The way the flame kind of like enveloped her.
I like this guy.
I like it. He's like a great
mascot.
He is a guy who should be like a Marvel one-shot kind of guy, like where they make one of those little short films.
I agree.
Like it reminded me of.
He's boring as fuck.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on there, and it's again, she's a person I like a lot.
I don't give a shit about these people or what the hell.
Yeah, I know, but don't worry. There's only an hour more to go.
Holy Christ!
I know. I'm so sorry. We really should have just cut off the previous episode. No, I just meant the previous, like the mini-sode. We should have just like,
fuck it.
Once we hit 30 minutes, I should have said, nope, we're done.
That's to cut it off too early. It has to grow naturally.
It's already after 1 a.m.
Nice.
Holy crap.
I did get here a little later.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's going to baptize herself.
That's right. Join us on our quest.
Yeah, we just lost one.
Yeah.
Are they all like hive-minded? So now they all...
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that their main bad guy now? The guy that just morphed?
Essentially.
Buddies.
Yes, they finally got somebody to talk to.
Somebody to bounce ideas off.
You got it. You figured it out.
Well, yeah. Weren't you going to go there anyways? Or
yeah, 1 hour. So this is actually the exact scene where I checked my watch. I'm like, how long into this movie are we? And I'm like, we're almost an hour and a half into this movie, and we haven't got all the characters yet. We're missing, I think, 2.
Oh,
I think there's still 2 characters
nice.
that haven't. Yeah, but I think there's like 2 characters who've not been found yet.
Oh my Lord, Tundra and Jesus. Oh, here we go. It's all these sets, man. How's this movie $200 million?
I know, right?
She got her business suit on. She means business.
Yeah. Well, this was after the A-bomb, obviously. Yeah. There you go.
See you sticking your nose in, bud.
He's another guy. He's a guy I like in this movie, too. But
Is this movie telling me that Hitler was not a bad guy and it was him?
Yeah. Well, no, because Hitler didn't do the A-bomb.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It was the Americans, yeah.
There it is.
He's just realizing it now. Oh, get over it. You're centuries old. You haven't seen nobody die yet.
Yeah, it's such a... There you go. And there's the bike shop you were talking about earlier. There we go.
Oh, Lord.
Yep, we're back to present day. A lot of the graphics guy.
Okay, so if this is... I'm expecting a monstrous battle in the end of this movie. If this is all building up to them going, what do they need the team for? If they're not going to go fight someone.
That's it for this episode, everybody.
Like, what the shit?
This is the weirdest goddamn thing in the world. They literally just called the guy who was a ripoff of Superman in this movie. My brain exploded. I went from being really tired to really awake during this scene. I'm like, what?
Were they just saying that the Superman exists?
Yeah. Well, in that as a fictional character, he exists.
He just said he saw him on the news with a cape.
No, he saw him on the news, like he saw Icarus on the news.
Is that his child? Did he impregnate a woman with his celestial seed?
No, he's adopted a child.
What are they fucking guys? Oh, they're Eternals.
Yes. He's in addition to being an Eternal, he's also a homosexual, so they adopted.
Oh, okay, that worked out really well. I had a lot of questions. Thank God.
Yes. What powers does the kid have?
Exactly.
There you go. This is the big sense. Yeah.
Keep it rocking.
Well, it's that kind of it's that awful kind of what's the word? Like a sociopathic kind of thought that the death is the fertilizer for more life and all that kind of stuff. And it's truly
it's a big feeding ground.
You
for
betcha.
a big old celestial.
Yeah.
Take a big old cosmic dump.
Yeah.
Why is everybody always after Earth? There's so much shit out there.
Yeah. Well, the point is they've done this to planets upon planets. It's just
So now they just don't like it because they've been here for a while.
Yeah, we've been covered.
Mm-hmm. They should have you watch a different squadron. Like you live on Earth, job's over there.
Yeah. Well, but the whole thing is their entire existence is to be attached to this place to want to keep everybody alive. Right? Like that's the whole point is that they're coming in so they can love these people and want to save them.
Nah, that was in the commercial.
Yeah.
Like the only joke in the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, Kingo knocks out.
Oh, they're coming, don't worry.
He can show.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, this is why you're here.
You're forgetting that you're actually supposed to be fighting these dudes.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So,
oh shit!
Oh, good God!
So did this guy knows he's
he's aware of what's going on? Yeah.
What was his power again? Oh, yeah,
he's the creator.
He's
yeah.
the nerdo. He's the Donatello of the group.
Yes. Raphael. He's the leader of the group. That was the one thing about TURTLE power that I never understood. Raphael was never the leader.
Leonardo is.
Yeah, Leonardo's the leader.
Of course.
But when they said Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello make up the team with one other fellow, Raphael, he's the leader of the group. I'm like, did you even watch this movie or watch the cartoons or anything?
Gay kiss. That's what killed the movie right there.
I was
done.
I was so concerned that that's what I was going to see. In like the comments and stuff when I reviewed the movie, it was like, oh, they just had to force a gay guy, and essentially it was. Essentially, that's what happened. It's like they had to make everybody different colors, different genders. They had to make them gay.
A couple who didn't go to see Bohemian Rhapsody because they were worried there was going to be too much gay shit.
My complaint is there wasn't enough.
I know, and I was like, why in the story of Queen would they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they mention, yes, that he's gay.
Yes.
But that's about it. It's not like his tongue fucking humping dudes' asses and shit.
And that's
like, what would they show in this PG movie about Queen? They're just, they're going to go on nonstop about his gay,
That was the original plan.
I was like, what the fuck?
That was
from Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to do it.
That sounds like the worst idea.
I know.
Make this hard R movie with fucking, like, come on.
Well, and it's just, there's so much more to...
And is it really that bad? Are you so homophobic that you can't even see two men kiss without it, like, I can't handle it?
Like, I don't understand how it works. How does that work?
I think it's way more than that, but that's in there. Oh, look, they just found somebody's goddamn kids.
Yeah.
They run out, they've been in there spray painting.
I think the most homophobic I would ever be would be if I stumbled across gay porn and a guy was fucking another guy and I'm like, that seems like it would hurt. Like that's the end of it for me.
It's consensual.
But it doesn't mean it would feel great.
No. After
eventually
a while,
it would.
Start off with a pinky, you work to 2, 3, then your fists in there, then you got 2 fists.
I'm like, I don't want to get that.
Then you don't have enough fists.
So
you know?
Yeah. What was it? I can't remember. It was some African guy who he was teaching real homophobic shit, and he's like, they eat the poo-poo. They put the poo-poo on their mouth.
Oh my God, this is, I have always wanted to put myself, CG myself.
That's Excalibur she was just fighting with.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, she had,
right there.
She's holding
Excalibur. And he's like, they take the gays, they take the poo-poo, and they put the poo-poo in their mouth.
That's the one I'm talking about.
I know, exactly. And then I'd be like, and it shows me with all the crowd of black people, and I'd be like, is that?
Yeah.
They eat the poo-poo.
Literally.
What? And then he's like, and I was like, I know gay people, and they don't have shitty breath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the fuck kind of nonsense is this guy talking?
Tosh literally did that exact sketch.
Seriously.
Literally did that exact sketch. Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Well, it's a good thing you told me, because then I do it, and people were like, fucking Tosh did this.
Yeah, I think people either wouldn't know, or the people who really know are like, fuck Tosh, who cares? But
It's a good thing they have all this, Eternals love Twinkies because they also last an eternity.
Yeah,
they've been in there since the dawn of time.
I guarantee you that was a part of the joke. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. She's been in this thing. So basically, since this thing's been buried underground, which could have been like 1,000 years, she's just been in here hanging out. But when Angelina had Excalibur there, Sprite said, she's like, Arthur always did have a crush on you.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. There we go. He's got a lot of yeah, he's getting a lot of information based on the little information he got about what's going on. We were all created. Well, so that means that we have all this. Yeah.
He's going to be Superman.
This, literally what he's describing is what happens at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was literally just going to say that. Yep. He's like, well, I'll hold hands, and then we will defeat the evil.
Like
so what, are they trying to stop the... Are they going to go talk to a Celestial, try and talk him out of this, or what? Like,
essentially, yes. So one thing I guess she had a lot of problems with, her name, I gotta sneeze, hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. That felt great. I died, and so Lauren Ridloff, who is she's the first deaf character in the MCU. She was in The Walking Dead, or is in The Walking Dead, and she was in The Sound of Water. But I guess she had a really hard time, like, following along, especially when it comes to, like, when her, like, she's got to be following an eye line and stuff like that.
Right.
Because she's not, like, they're doing sounds, because usually what they'll say is like the director will yell out, look to the left, look to the right, but she can't be like waiting or looking for somebody to sign to her or something like that. So Angelina Jolie had a laser pointer on her, and so they'd be like, look to the left, and she'd point the laser over, and then she'd go look there, and so she was kind of helping guide her, which I was like, that's giving. That was a cool move.
Oh, they also said, you're supposed to be the leader.
Yeah,
they did make Cersei the leader.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't want to make that call either.
Well, Salma did. It wasn't a vote. There it is. See, everything he says, like, even when he's not talking, like, everybody else, like you said, so stoic and whatever, even, like, the simplest line, like that, you get something out of it because there's...
I think that girl that's playing Cersei is just atrocious.
Yeah. She's
so drab.
She's like, and she's better in other things. Like, she's really good in her
superhero power should be paint drying.
Yeah, it's
grass grow. Suddenly you're in the middle of battle and you're like, I'm not at the battle anymore.
Yeah,
I'm watching paint dry.
Yeah, but there's just something about there's something about the decisions that were made in this movie, and because, like, I can't even say it's an actor's decision because it happens so across the board that it feels a very, like, director decision that everything has to be this. They are essentially like these androids.
This guy's gonna pull the Peacemaker. Mm-hmm. Totally. He just said, you don't know who I am or whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna say that they need to stick with their mission and they're gonna have to fight him.
Oh.
Just like in, well, you didn't see Suicide Squad.
It doesn't matter.
You totally should, because it's fucking awesome.
I know. I'm going to make some time to see it. I just haven't had time recently.
But they go on the mission, and then they find out that their mission is, like, they don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But the only one who sticks with the mission, the true is Peacekeeper.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which thus, in that moment, makes him the bad guy.
I found out, I thought that the show he was doing on HBO was animated. Apparently it's live action.
Yeah, it is. Totally. Yeah.
Well, because when I looked it up the first time, I swear it said that he was the voice.
Well, he is.
No, but he's
his own voice. He's John Cena.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, when they say in IMDb voice, that means it's animated. Like, they don't put, this movie won't have anybody with voice next to it.
Oh, no, it says it all the time.
Yeah.
It says John Cena done by the voice of himself, John Cena.
Yes. But only for John Cena. But yeah, I remember seeing voice for a lot of different people.
Oh, yeah, here comes another fucking story. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I like her.
She's
I love
fantastic.
her, man. She's so fucking good and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the right kind of person for this because she's playing a motherly role without being an old lady. You know what I mean? So yeah,
they sure have.
I'd
like in all the other fucking movies.
The more I think about it, the more I would like him to be the next Bond.
She was also doubting.
Yeah. There it is.
He's lying.
Yeah. The one thing. There you go. The one thing that I like about this for the actors' sake is everybody gets to just do their own accents for a change. Like he didn't have to put on a different. Yeah, he didn't have to change anything up, or he didn't have to nobody has to be an American, or it's just like the Irish guy got to be Irish, and it's like it doesn't matter. They're Eternals. It's like everybody got their accents from them.
This movie's entire budget was spent on scenery.
Yes. Yeah, flying everybody from one place to the next.
Yeah, like all the shit that they... Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
They're getting out.
They're just hanging around.
Did he fly her there?
Maybe she winked.
Yeah.
You're just going to let him hang around for a while or what?
That's a really thick-ass ponytail she's got.
Oh, shit. Yep. He killed her. Oh, fuck. You dirty bastard.
Bam.
Yep. He's pulling a peacemaker.
You called it completely.
Yep.
See, he knows what's going on.
He's the only one really actually, technically,
they're
the bad guys and he's actually the good guy.
Yeah.
Because he is sticking with the mission that they were the mandate that they have been given.
Yeah. What you guys are doing is actually disrupting the flow that has kept the universe running.
Right.
And he's like, but we love these people. He's like, yes, but people die anyways. We're going to.
Oh.
Yeah, she did all right. She didn't superhero land, but she landed.
She wasn't ready to be pushed off.
No, I know. These look like they're like drawings by somebody on mushrooms. Like it's like draw me a wolf.
Remind me of like something from an old metal fucking album or something.
Oh, the main one got him.
Oh shit, Big Daddy.
So this is back before he was all humanoid.
They're out of a video game. I can't think of what game it is.
I don't know.
But these guys look right out of a fucking video game.
Is it Turok 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Seeds of Evil.
There it is. I didn't know I didn't remember the other.
Big Daddy.
Ooh.
You fucking killed her, man.
Right in the neck.
What a fucking jerk bag. Suck the life right out of her. See, these guys that guy must be pretty tough if he's can suck the life right out of her.
Yeah, so this movie, it made, like I said, it cost $200 million. It made $167.8 million or $164.8 million domestic. It made $401.8 million worldwide. It opened number one, was $71 million. So it made like almost half of its money in its first week, beating Dune, No Time to Die, Venom, Let There Be Blood, and the newcomer Spencer was that week. That was the... I think that was like the limited release or the early release of the Princess Diana movie.
Right. And look, they're evolving. They're mega.
Yeah. So
mega evolving.
This is how Pokemon evolved too, by the way. It stayed number one the next week when Clifford the Big Red Dog in Belfast came out.
You think Clifford could take one of these motherfuckers?
Clifford could.
Fuck yeah, he could.
Clifford, but the problem is they've domesticated him too much, so his wild side's not out. I went down to number 2 in week 3 when Ghostbusters Afterlife came out. King Richard also came out the same week. I went down to number 4 the following week when Encanto and House of Gucci came out. Resident Evil Welcome to the Raccoon City and Licorice Pizza came out that week. They were down the list. Then they just kind of petered out from there. Because, again, it had made its money.
I'm sure you're the one who did it, but what are you yelling at?
Yeah, I know. And also, don't leave your laser burns everywhere. That's called evidence.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking now, like, when you see her, it's like, the Deviant did it. That's why. That's why you let them kill her, because then you couldn't tie it to him.
And that's even what he said. He's like, now, because now they're going to focus on fighting the Deviants so that the emergence can happen.
The emergence.
So they were shooting, I don't know which of these scenes because they're jumping around so bloody much, but they were shooting on the Canary Islands, and I guess they had to be evacuated. I'm trying to see exactly when it was.
Oh, because the volcano was going off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was, so yeah, they got evacuated, and I guess, who was on set that one? Richard Madden and Angelina Jolie were on set for that when that was going down, so they had to get evacuated from the island while everything was going crazy.
I want to look into Galactus more after this because he has the power of the cosmic.
Yeah.
The power cosmic or whatever. And he gave power, like the same kind of thing he gave to Silver Surfer.
Yes.
He gave Silver or whatever. He's so powerful that he gave Silver Surfer the power cosmic or whatever. I'll bet you Silver Surfer would kick their fucking asses.
Probably.
They're all a bunch of fucking wimps.
I know. Too many feelings. There we go.
Oh my God. It's too late, bud. She's got another man.
I wonder if they like mix and match, like who hooks up with who.
Ooh.
Like that Friends What If episode where it was like it could have been any of them who hooked up
right
the first time. It was like it ended up being like Phoebe and Ross or something like that.
They should do an intergalactic Big Brother with the whole cast of this.
That'd be amazing.
See who hooks up with who.
Nice. That's all Italian Big Brother is.
And we haven't even seen a real man in like forever. Look at this. Oh my God.
I know that's why I guarantee you that's why they dipped in to had a little cell phone call with him from the woods.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know something's up.
And then they even had that point because then they were probably like, oh, it doesn't even make sense to me. Uh-oh. They're like, oh, it doesn't.
Should have known. And once you hear that her boyfriend that she was with for 5,000 years is coming back, like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they got history, literal history.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a question, bud.
That's the whole thing is we get to a point now where it's like, I don't really understand the, like everybody's tone is just different.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Where's she running for?
She was told to. Oh, she's going to check on whatever.
Fuck off. Not you.
Oh, okay.
The Canary Islands.
There we are. Meow. That's a canary, right? So. Oh, it's not real. Yeah. This is every time I hear the word deviant, I instantly just feel a little bit of shame. I'm just like, oh, they're talking about me.
I'm more of a miscreant.
Yeah.
I'm a deviant.
Agreed.
Uh-oh. Just getting all jazzed up.
What are you doing? I'm getting dressed the way I always do. I would like that to be the way I get dressed.
You know, this also kind of reminds me of The Watchmen, where in the end they go to fight Buddy, the dude, and he was the fast guy.
Yes. Well, he was the best fighter and the most agile and the whatever. Like he wasn't like the Flash fast, just
fast.
Like he'd catch bullets, that kind of shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
shit.
Cat's out of the bag now.
Oh, fuck.
Don't hurt him. Why?
It's too late. Yep.
See that? I feel like that's the only shot he needed to be muscular for, so you can see like
his neck muscles.
Yeah. Now here's the question: you get that jacked for this movie. Like, how much work do you put into maintaining that afterwards? Yeah, like do you just go
Well, it depends. If it's once you get there, if the maintenance is half decent, I'd stay there.
Yeah, like I think that you would probably lose out on the full definition, but it'd be like, now that it's easier, I'll go and I'll lift the weights.
They just found out that he killed her.
Yeah,
I would instantaneously after that. I would choose a movie where I had to gain like 50 pounds.
I think that's.
I'd be like, you know what? Fuck. I don't want. Now I have an excuse to not have kept that up.
So now
I played the Donut Man.
Yeah. So now we all understand what it is to be Christian Bale.
Exactly. Yeah, he said he wasn't going to just do that anymore because he's done it so many times. It's like so fucked up.
That can't be good for you.
It's not.
No. Well, and that was like poor, like even Sean Astin, who gained all the weight to play Sam, and then he'd lose all the weight, like so he could be what he wanted to look like and stuff again. And then they're like, "Oh, we got to go back to reshoot. Time to put on weight again." And like, oh god.
Well, but I mean, like I'm talking, a couple here or there.
Oh yeah.
But he was doing.
Oh, he was going drastic in both directions,
like to a stick, and then going because he did the.
I want one. I just want one movie episode to go through where I'm not like, where I was like, oh, I'd love to not have to worry about your farts during the episode. That's a way to keep her attention.
I took my fucking Metamucil.
Yeah.
I just shit my pants. What were we talking about before I pooped my pants?
I don't know.
Fuck off.
See, this is the problem.
Fuck.
Control your body.
He's getting his gat out. You can't hold him in, bud. Better out than in.
Wouldn't it be the best if he was only... if he could only shoot if he said blocka, blocka, blocka.
He's even got it like sideways too, right? See, he's the only one on the mission.
Yeah. I know. I was kind of the same thing. I'm kind of like, well, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
I'm not with him, but exactly. That was their fucking job.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm with him.
Sprite, don't do this.
Now's the time to fight there, girlie.
Uh-oh.
Did she do that?
Yeah. I think she just made them, like, created a distraction and made them invisible at the same time so they could take off.
Uh-oh.
I like that some of them are dressed like superheroes and some of them are dressed like wash women.
Right.
Well, I guess
they all love him.
Yeah. Oh, no. So
we're just going to go wait for the planet to explode.
Yeah. Karoom there, he is the first ever Indian actor cast in a Marvel movie.
Say again?
Karoom, the other guy, the valet guy there, he is the first ever Indian actor cast in a Marvel movie.
Good for this guy.
So a lot of that going on because I think that Kumail's the only the first Pakistani.
Yep. It's a Buddhist way.
There we go.
Oh, truth. You won't recognize each other until way after when your total recall comes back again.
Yeah, when you go all that way on her.
Yeah. Well, the Avengers, they would have got it done. They would have taken care of it. So maybe 5 years later, they'll fucking get the job done.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, I mean, Thor thought he was getting the job done. He just missed. You
know what? It gets me too, man, when I was watching Endgame, is when he's got the full Infinity Gauntlet shooting at Thor.
Yes.
And he throws fucking Stormbreaker and it goes right into him.
Yeah.
So that's how fucking strong Thor is.
Yes. Well, and how strong Stormbreaker
is. And Stormbreaker. But both of them, like, just, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I like, too, there was a Kevin Feige interview because they were talking about who he thought the strongest Avenger was. And he's like, well, let's face it, Scarlet Witch was going to kill Thanos.
Yes.
It was like he was absolutely going to lose.
Oh, yeah, he was freaking out. He's like, drop the bomb, drop the bomb, drop the bomb. She's ripping me apart.
Yeah.
But she still didn't.
No, she still didn't.
He had a team of people with him, too.
Yep, that all counts. That all counts.
They dropped the bombs, dropped the bombs.
Yeah, one-on-one, that might have been a different story, but it wasn't one-on-one. We were on a war zone, baby.
That's right.
Wouldn't it be cool? Like, do you remember? I don't know if you remember. It was an old PC like MMO kind of game, where it was the World of where it was World of Heroes or whatever, where everybody was a super. Wouldn't it be cool if they did a Marvel one where you could go and be one of those guys, or like create your own character and stuff like that? I think that'd be fun.
I really want to play that Guardians of the Galaxy game now. I just remembered that it was. I just saw it there at the store not long ago. And I was like, oh, yeah, this game out there. I was like, I read a review. Like I said, it was really good.
Yeah. I guess that Avengers game, they have some new skins or something like that, wherein they're all dressed like first responders or whatever it is. But they noticed that Spider-Man was left out of the group of the people who are all dressed up. And I think they're just trying to avoid reminding people that they made a shitty Spider-Man in that game.
I feel bad for Spider-Man after that last one, man. Jeez, he has lost everything.
I know.
Like, fuck, poor guy.
I know.
Fuck, he ain't got nothing.
You know what, though? I liked, well, I mean, I didn't like it for him, obviously. But it's such a great character building.
It worked out really well in the end. So now it goes back to the way it was. Like nobody remembers him. He's still, Oh, his friends were nothing but fucking trouble, anyways.
Right. Truth. There's this great shot that I saw, and it was like something. I guess it was right around when. Like the beginning of his relationship with Zendaya, where he was there with, he was on the red carpet with Ned and the girl who was Michael Keaton's daughter in the first movie.
Right.
And she grabs his arm, like to like be on his arm, be the girl on his arm. And you can watch him just very casually just kind of go like, where's Zendaya? Like, he's like, get the fuck off of me. You're not like positioning yourself as my girl on this fucking red carpet.
Right. I'm sure he's just like, get off me. He pulls the old Melania Trump and smacks her hand.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't go that far, but it was just this little, like, that thing we used to practice in wrestling where you'd have to try like your arms on the inside. So you'd keep like swiveling your arms to get onto the inside.
Right.
It was like that with his arm. Just whoop, not there now.
Oh, look at this. He just suddenly came up with this. He can repurpose this.
Yeah.
He's going to pull the old Tony Stark and like, oh, if I took this wire over to this wire, click. Now we can control one. Yeah.
Well, in fairness, I would have a lot more faith in this guy to have that ability. It's kind of his entire thing.
No, I know, but this is like when Tony Stark was suddenly like, oh yeah, I can do that. That's the one fucking thing that pissed me off so bad.
Yeah.
But you made time travel.
Yeah.
That's like I said, with those fucking nanobots, Jesus ever fucking get me. Oh. There you go, celestial cock ring.
I don't know why it bothers me that everything has to be gold. Also, it bothers me that guy's just a good guy. He was like legit the bad guy of the group. And now it's just like, yeah, I'm here. We're cool. Everybody's happy.
Everything that glitters ain't fish scale.
I don't know what that means, but that's fine.
Oh, they're just chilling.
Oh, I mean, if you knew the world was ending for certain, I would do that.
So you didn't try and stop him. That's
I would also have one of those Bluetooth headsets in my ear. I just think he'd look cool with one of those. But like one of those old ones that was big and fat that like weighed down your ear some.
Fuck that, man. I get absolutely fucking wasted.
Yeah.
I want to show up at the gates of fucking heaven just bombed. St. Peter's like, oh, Jesus, there he is.
But they're not going to heaven. They're just going back to...
Oh, yeah, they're going back to...
where they're starting.
I mean, like, if it's just me. Like, I'm not one of these guys.
Yeah.
I guess we don't even know the world's going to... Nobody even warned anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Although she was like, hey, dude, remember you wanted to talk to your uncle?
Yeah.
Wait, why are you winking?
Stop.
Why you keep asking me about my uncle and winking?
Yeah.
She's going to forget mid-fight.
Yes. What was I doing? Just... Nice.
Now, but what new brain? Oh yeah.
Now, what's the long-term plan though? Because there's no way that they can think that this is going to work forever.
I don't even know what their plan is now.
Their plan is to put the thing back to sleep to stop the emergence from happening.
Celestial down in the middle of the planet.
So he would still be there. He just wouldn't come out.
So like it's not peanut butter in the middle. It's a celestial.
Yes, which is crunchier but nice. But like.
Oh, it's getting a little hot.
What are you doing?
The girl was there to do something. They said that she's in love with him or whatever. But there's more to it than that. Something else. She's there to do something.
I don't know.
She put a bug on him or she did something.
She tied his shoelaces together, but he's always flying around, so it hasn't come up yet. The first chance he gets to take a single step.
Here. Could this guy fly into that volcano? Superman can.
I don't know. No, because he takes injury, right? Like he got hurt by the Deviants, and then he had to get healed, right? So, yeah, he's not Superman invulnerable, which is the one thing I think is wrong with Superman. So,
no, he's not. You just have to take it magic.
Like it was though they had just had to. They just had to invent. They're like, oh, this thing is the one thing. You have to take him away
from the yellow sun, which is what gives him his power.
I know, but then when all the stories take place exclusively on Earth, there's really nothing to.
Who's this in the ship? Is that their ship?
Yeah, that's their ship.
A big old square.
Nice.
Right through the goddamn rec room. Way to fucking go, bud.
Yeah, I know. That's going to take a lot longer to fix for poor Fastos.
And I wonder where anybody else would have been during this. Don't you think one of the Avengers would have caught a whiff of some of this crazy shit?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, I mean, Thor, the Asgardians of the galaxy are out there flying around, so he's aight. But I mean, like, everybody else. Oh, well, Tony Stark's is dead. He would have been watching.
Yeah, he'll try, though.
Yeah.
He's going to come back as Tom Cruise. And then I'm never going to hear a complaint about nanobots again.
Oh, my God. Tom Cruise would make nanobots. Yeah. I believe that with the power of Elrond.
Well,
come on now.
Tom Cruise is a nanobot version of an actor. He's much smaller, but equally as powerful.
That volcano exploding looked terrific.
Yeah, it did. Well, this is why they were... that was the actual one.
Oh, yeah. Nice face scraper.
Nice. I like seeing different powers pitted against each other like this too, like the speed versus power, this versus because her power is in her speed, so she can pack a punch.
Oh yeah,
by being fast.
Boom.
That's awesome.
They never did, and I don't like Buddy as the Flash.
As Miller?
No, like the guy that's playing it. Yeah, him. I fucking can't stand it. I don't like the look of the suit. I don't like fucking... And the Flash is such a killer character.
Yeah. I've never been a fan.
Oh, I like him.
I did, like... I think to me... I've like, even like from a young age, I've always had this cynical, what good is speed? Like long term for the type of bad guys you're going to be facing, and speed is all you got. Yeah, so they started increasing. They're like, oh, but he can turn back time with his speed.
Yes, he can go so fast that he can break. He can go faster than the speed of light.
And then it's like, okay, well, that's fine. It was
because he can go so fast, he can also vibrate himself.
Yeah.
To the point where he can phase through walls and shit because he's
and I'm sure that and I'm sure that this is also true of Marvel. I just don't know any specific examples. But DC always seems to retcon. There's again, I think the Kryptonite is a great example of this, where they're like, oh crap, we made a character who's invulnerable, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, we got to create something to fix that. And it was like, I think that's kind of what happened with the Flash. It was like, there's only so much you could do with him in a comic where you can't even really show that.
And I don't normally, but I've said it before, I love the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best bad guys.
Well, because running backwards is harder than running forwards. So you should though.
This should have a way before with him too. He should have been the one.
If anything else, this was your excuse to introduce more Eternals, and in their thing, you could have killed off a bunch of them so you could watch him get a bunch of the powers. He should have shown up the first time he encountered these guys. He should have looked like this.
Right, I agree. You know, he reminds me of Ultron. That's who he reminds me of.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of the look of him.
I get that, yeah.
Oh my God, this movie is my bag is oh.
I know. Yeah, it is a long one. When we do the 24-hour, I talked to my sister about getting another gaming chair like that so we could be nice and comfy.
Cool. And they're locking them in.
Yeah. Nice. See, brains over brawn. We did it, guys. You could. Why?
Oh, wow. Oh.
Oh, his lasers have limits now. That's how lightsabers were made.
Oh. He uses beams into some crystal.
Well, because the beam only goes so far. That's I saw that.
God, is this Red Skull?
That would be amazing. Athena, daughter of Athena.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like one of those dudes.
This is actually the best surround sound experience I've had coming through this machine. I can hear the voice going around me, which you don't usually get when we usually just hear a weak stereo.
Oh yeah, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! The whole place is right there.
I understand where you might get the thought that they might introduce a brand new character 2 hours and 5 minutes into this movie. I do get the sentiment.
I thought he was one of the dudes in there. That one of the buddies was in there.
No. Oh no. She might be.
Yeah, but would allowing the entire planet to be destroyed, wouldn't that make you a killer?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was going to say it's almost quite the opposite.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. She did help him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now that's
I thought it was part of their plan that she was going to pretend to...
Yeah. But again, like, that was the most emotional I've seen her in this entire thing. Was she sort of almost looked like she was sad for a second. And then went right back to... That's why...
Uh-oh.
Because I had to pretend to be a kid all the time.
Oh, boo-hoo.
But it's still not going to happen.
You still could have.
Yeah. Well, no, because she can't age.
Yeah, I mean, she can still be loved and whatever.
Yes. Yeah. No, but she wants to hump.
Oh, my God. This is like, well, nobody's stopping her.
Well, I feel like there would have been... I feel like she misses the past because, like, having sex with a 12-year-old girl was not frowned upon back then. I get it's just like the resolution instant, just like, okay, well, how are we going to get around this thug?
What about it's not yours?
No, not much. She's...
So you're fighting out there, honey.
But again, like he went from the darkest character of all of them to
they
being
pulled
like
the switch, the old Snape switch.
But there's no motivation behind the switch. It's just like, oh, okay,
no
I guess.
motivation behind any fucking thing.
No, I know, and that's like everything. I just was.
Why introduce all these characters with such a small emotional payoff?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why, exactly. We could have been here an hour ago.
I would have introduced this same cast of characters, like we said, and then like through whatever flashbacks or whatever you want to use, you'd watch like 4 of them get wiped out by this thing, and that's how he got his powers. And then it's like, oh, that was a cool Easter egg to that character who was one of the Eternals. And then that would have been a little bit of like fans. I don't know who's fans of the Eternals, but a little bit of fan service in that realm, and then you get to keep everything nice and short here.
Uh-oh. He's lying. It's like Gilgamesh. Look at him.
It is Gargamel, though. That looks exactly like
it is. And once you see that cat, you're going to know it's him.
That goddamn cat. That cat who looks a little bit like Heathcliff, but not enough like Heathcliff.
Totally. Oh, they're dancing around now. Her and fucking Ultron.
Oh, no. Take it. I love I just love that, like, it's Bill Skarsgård. He just came off like a bunch of things, and he's like has like, I don't even know how many lines in this movie, like maybe 15 lines. This is another one of those ones, like I said with Groot. You could have just got anybody to do it. It didn't really matter. You didn't need somebody very specific. Oh.
What just out on there? His head's gonna fly off. Oh, is he just gonna morph back together like all the other guys? Or what?
I don't know. I don't know how many chops you have to get so they don't heal.
It's like 3. It's like Mario.
Yes,
you gotta land on his head 3 times.
Yeah. There we go.
So fucking time.
And then instantly it turns back again, and it's all gone.
Oh my God, that island's ripping up out of the ground. What the fuck is going on here?
The sky's about to get fisted.
Whoa.
This was pretty cool, actually. I liked this. See, the threat, I enjoy what the threat of the movie is and stuff like that, but it was just like, I don't know, I'm just, like, I'm not feeling it because it took so long to get somebody to technically be rooting against.
Right.
It's
exactly.
You're just like, this is going to happen. And you're like, okay, well, what are we doing? There we go. This is actually the exact same way that all the bad guys in Power Rangers came to be large.
What's her name's on the moon right now?
Yeah.
They're blowing up the earth, not the moon.
Something that I've never actually considered. Why? And this is something they're going to have to think about, because this is going to have to exist in the future Marvel movies
universe.
Yeah,
they're gonna just wipe this one right from the record.
Yeah. They just
they just
chisel it away.
Yeah, they could just be like, yeah, it's a separate story.
I think there's
opposite land.
There is a good movie here with these characters and with this.
I think so too. What is this stuff's head or what?
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, I think so.
Is he coming out crotch first?
Yeah, exactly. It's not Breach. It's not Breach. But
here comes the rings. Shang-Chi's rings.
Like that was my thing, and I think that was my biggest disappointment in the movie. Is I see a good movie in here, and they just made it too long. They made too many weird decisions.
I agree. Oh, it's his hand.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So, like, how, like, curled up in a ball is he down there that the Earth hasn't already exploded just based on his size?
Just on him.
Oh, so there's his head. See, she's on his hand.
Talk to me. Let's just go get a movie from Blockbuster and call it a night.
Nice. Now, this isn't that far in the past. There's no Blockbuster? Crunch.
Yeah, see, like, nobody else knew about this fucking thing going down? Holy fuck.
Yeah, I know. You would think like the like Nick Fury's like friggin' thing. What was like, hey, we got a million earthquakes coming over here. This also would have been a pretty good Namor introduction
I
too.
Shit you not. That is exactly what I was just thinking. I was literally, honest to God, thinking, wouldn't one of the underwater guys have known? And then I thought of Aquaman, but there's like, no, it's not Aquaman, it's Namor.
Do you know what I want to do as an experiment for one episode? I'm going to create a thing where I do the commentary completely by myself, a movie neither of us have seen, and then you do the commentary completely by yourself as well. And I want to see
like perfectly overlaps.
Because honest to God, like what you're thinking, like every thought you have shared in this, like just from first impression, is the exact thought I had when I watched the movie for the first time.
Oh, Lord, look at that. Oh,
I legit, I think that would be a really interesting.
I don't want to fart alone.
Yeah, well, I'll still be here because I have to run all this shit. Right. But like, I just won't. That'll just be one where you'll just be the guy on camera. It'll just be you.
Just explore the Earth already. Let's hit the credits here. But I guess, honestly, okay, if this guy's in the core of the Earth, nobody would know he was there. If he's been there growing for centuries and centuries and centuries.
Oh, yeah. I'm
sure Professor X would have fucking caught it, though. I mean, go on.
Yeah.
Cerebro.
But again, and let's give it up to our TikTok. Follow us on TikTok at miscastcommentary. Our TikTok about the theory of the emergence of the mutants and stuff like that was crushing.
He's a mutant.
Actually, let's see where we're at now.
Damn mutants.
I want to see how many we've gotten since we've been shooting. So this is the TikTok we were doing, but I don't want to do that right now. So let's. Oh, it was at this when we
jinx it.
No, when we started, this was when we started. It was at 2,600 views. That one TikTok. It's now at 9,764 views since we've shot this movie. That's how long this fucking movie is.
What is happening?
They're all combining their powers.
Their powers, Guardians of the Galaxy style.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Like, it's the exact same thing.
I mean, the movie wasn't the worst piece of trash I've ever seen or anything.
It's not, but
you're right. There is a good movie in here somewhere.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bums me out so goddamn hard.
What, are you freezing him or what?
She's turning him into rock. The same way that she turned the other one into a tree.
She can change elements,
Yeah.
I must be Britain up in the process.
No feeling in that scream. Just like, can you be loud? I think I can be loud. Can you like act like they're really putting something into it?
Oh, so this has got to be in there in the.
Yeah, it exists there now. Like now, I mean, you don't really need to. It's
he
not
just
like
froze his ass.
Yeah, well, they turned him into rock, so he's not a thing anymore.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Oh,
see, look at that power.
It's marble.
It's marble, bad. They're going to chip him down and make him into cabinets and shit.
I was just
tabletops. That's going to be like her new thing.
How is that not what she's been doing with her life this entire time? Is literally just turning things into more expensive things. I didn't think about that at all. That's genius.
Oh, look at who gets to live. You fucking asshole.
Like,
you just lost your mission.
Like, and that cry was just something else.
I lost. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get
Kill him.
You're gonna get much angrier now.
Kill him. Turn him into stone.
There we go.
Oh my God. He just killed everybody and you're all like okay with him because you're in love.
Well, hey. People do some pretty nasty things for the dick.
For the D. He's like, I will fly away now. I am sorry. You can go back to Kit Harington because I'm out of here.
Yeah, this is a choice you don't have to make. So, wait for it. Wait for it. And he's going to fly away now. And that's literally, I'm like, you guys just had this gigantic battle, and that's just it. It's like, all right, whoops.
Where are you going?
He's off to find the wizard.
Well, he looks like he's in space, alive.
Yeah, he can do that. He's flying into the sun.
Is it just the direction he's going, or
no? Icarus flies too close to the sun, baby.
Oh, right.
But
is he just killing himself?
Yeah.
What is happening here?
Yep. He found out his purpose was a lie, and then he fought the people he loved the most to stop it. And
he just lost the most powerful guy.
Yep. Oh, they could
dumb.
Probably not though. If you probably go through, go to a Marvel wiki and look up the Eternals, there's probably like 60 guys who are stronger.
Oh my God, they could have just done this the entire fucking time.
That was the worst. What? That was the worst delivery of a line. I always wonder why it was. That was I feel so bad for him
because they've taken on the
could you not?
What the fuck?
We became one. Also, I didn't want to say anything, but when she yelled earlier, I laughed out loud a little in the theater.
Well, what? Isn't their boss gonna be pissed off?
Yeah. Is there a sign for Tiamat?
Yeah, we can spell anything.
No, but she didn't sign. She did this.
Who's this, Matrix?
Yeah.
Thanks for not being around at all.
Yeah. She did punch Sprite in the head earlier. That was pretty cool.
They hit her with a rock. There she is. You tried to kill what's her name. You're off the team, bitch.
Yeah, we're going to bully you. It would have been the best. We're going to send you to boarding school for eternity. Fuck.
They're no smellers.
I feel like I could watch the drop-offs in our viewership at exactly fart moments.
Way to go there, bud. You're off the team. Fuck it. I don't care if you're a kid.
Oh, that's good news. Based on what?
What in God's name?
Based on what can you make her human? Oh, I have energy from the Unimind. But what does that mean?
I think I can make you human. You can do anything, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, but because the Unimind, well, I guess it was it also shared a connection with the Celestial.
They're just misunderstood. He's like, make me a human. What the fuck? He's wearing an old stormtrooper fucking shirt.
No, this would be the best part. She's like, I can make you human. She's like, wow, I'm human. Killer.
And then they she's gonna make her human, then kill her and stab her and be like, you stabbed me, you bitch.
They proceed. Yeah, they're like, you're not gonna heal from this shit.
Oh yeah, look.
See, and it's the Indian Ocean too. That's where Namor is, isn't he?
He's all over the place.
No, I know, but he's in the water. Just forget it.
I don't know where his Maine.
Uh-huh.
That was so lame.
Right?
And that's what happened.
We're not done yet. It would have been much better.
Your hands up in the toaster.
It would have been much better if he had some kind of mental illness or something like that, or
Did you just see me put my hand in the toaster? Oh, she thinks he's gone crazy and is murdering his child.
That would have been amazing. That's why she did it, probably.
Oh, exactly. I'm tired of watching this fucking kid. That wasn't violence. What, violence against an orange?
Yeah. Well, you got to be nice to oranges.
I love how there's like, you know, essentially no bad guy, and then they defeat him in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Let's put all our powers together.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're going to steal the Guardians of the Galaxy ending with none of the other lead up to it. Domo was apparently in the comic was another Eternal.
I love that scene there too. It just doesn't resonate or hit at all. And he's like, "Don't you stay away from her." He's like introducing the kids. They're all like,
yeah.
Oh, he's got the black.
I like that the world is lucky. Like, you know, is he there to protect the Earth? No, he's just there to be with his family still, and he's just not going.
What happened to the main dude, the main celestial guy they were talking to? Isn't he pissed off that they didn't let his baby break free?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll have to experience that at some point. Maybe that's the next resolution. You never know.
Oh, he's valet.
Oh, she's into the phone.
That's a no.
Yay, social skills.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just say goodbye already, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know. We don't care about this one. In fact, find a way to keep Kumail on the screen during the credits.
Just goes in, you know, Superman can go right into the goddamn sun. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's a source of power.
That's true. It would just make him stronger. Well, that's what.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we're still here. I like that. See, it tells you something about this movie that's the guy we're kind of like all behind. We're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's a very telling thing about the movie. Our favorite character is the valet to this guy.
Yes. I think my favorite Kingo is my favorite character, but because he was the best of both. He was the funny guy, but the serious guy when he needed to be. Like, he was the guy who like told the hard truths.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit, buddy. You're like number 2. You're cool with that?
No, he's not number 2 anymore.
Yes, he is.
Where's the other guy? He's dead.
Yeah, well, now.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Only because your boyfriend flew into the sun.
The rankings are the rankings. And you're gonna get.
Hell no, I wouldn't get back with that chick.
Well, they never broke up.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be over then.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't done anything with him. So, like, they didn't get back together.
She emotionally cheated on him. Emotionally, which is worse. She loves the guy who burned himself in the sun.
Yeah. Everybody had a little giggle at him saying, "I love you, Cersei," given his Game of Thrones history. And Cersei being like the absolute worst.
Oh, right. Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah.
I know, he's like, I do.
Yeah.
I'm a deviant.
Oh, yeah. Wait for it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Is complicated. Uh-oh.
Who this?
This old man. Oh, fuck. What was he about to say? Yeah. Was that like an Easter egg thing, or was he going to say?
He's not going to get to say here, but you'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. There you go. See, Big Daddy is not happy.
So how far away do you suppose he is that he's
fucker,
like, there you go. So we're going to get like kind of some sense of distance from him.
He's way out there. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a ways. Uh-oh. I don't like how bassy the voice is. Oh,
what? What?
Right?
What?
That's it. That's the whole thing. It's just like, all right, whatever.
What? What? That is so fucking dumb. He's like, yeah, I know what you did. Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No explaining yourself. No, whatever.
He's like, I'm going to come back at some point in time and rifle through your memories, which I believe, seeing as I created you, could probably do that within less than an instant.
Yes, and I do not need to be here for it.
Yeah, and it's like, so no, I'm going to come back later, and you better make sure you have some fun, because I'm looking through all your memories.
And the final shot of the movie wasn't even of one of the Eternals, it was of the boyfriend.
Is this going to be this movie sucked.
What? No, you loved it. That's what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is that you thought it was brilliant. Well, there's a Death Star.
Worst Marvel movie ever.
Yeah.
But, okay, you know what? Okay, they can't all be winners, okay?
No.
Like, fuck's sakes. Like, there's been so many.
But this was my thing. It was like, okay, it's not good, but, like, you're going to lead into something that's going to, like, well, like, are you going to lead into the multiverse, or are you going to lead into something? And nothing. Like, every time I'm like, I'm so disappointed in this.
So we can never see them again.
Yeah, no, but, well, they're going to put them in something because it was successful. But it, because, like, it's that instant worldwide. Like, it does not have to be good for the worldwide people, because, like, oh my God, finally, like, they're putting one of us in this movie, so they'll go see it. But the whole time,
family history is complicated.
Yeah.
So who the fuck is he?
I'm trying to remember the exact name, so I'm going to Google it before you say anything, or before you see anything.
What an awful movie. Man, nothing even like, what the hell?
Yeah. So now you're seeing all the little pictures and stuff of them through what would be like through history and how they've been like seen.
I feel, okay, this is a total, like, one-off, like, comment. I don't know how true it would be.
Sure.
I wonder if this movie was sacrificed because the chick that made, the lady that made the movie, I'm not saying again because it was a woman that made the movie, so it sucked. I'm saying maybe the director was not invested in the stories before, but to the sense of that, I feel like she found the characters, found out what their powers were, and then made a dramatic story around that. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, and a lot of them say too, like when you watch like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, man, he knows these comics. Yeah. Like James Gunn knows these.
She apparently was a fan to the point where she pitched this movie herself. Like, this isn't something that was brought on her. And also, she knew other ones that she wanted to bring in. So I think she knew it a level. Okay. Maybe not the same amount.
She wussed out too much on this one.
Yeah. I just think that there were just too many directions to go into. Also, I have no problem with having a deaf actress, but it's really hard on dialogue. I have a hard time with, like the back and forths and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, it really breaks up.
Read?
No, I can read fine. The problem is the breakup in the tone of a conversation where you have somebody like talking really mad and then it goes to somebody going like, and you're just like, what? Fuck.
Uh-oh.
So this is the first of two.
Well, a lot of them died in this one, eh?
Yeah. So we're meeting our first new character. See if you recognize the voice. There. Do you recognize the voice?
I thought for a second that it was Whoa. Patton Oswalt?
Yeah, that's Patton Oswalt's voice. Star Fox.
Oh, it's friggin' what's her name's husband?
It's Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. What the fuck is he in anything?
I don't know. He was in Dunkirk. My question is, how is he? Like, my first thing was like, he doesn't look like Thanos. He looks like a sexy beast.
Thanos' brother, huh?
I don't know anything about this dude.
He must be a Celestial.
Yeah. This was.
He looks a lot older in this
yeah,
one, eh?
Yeah. This was actually a.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was actually a like a provision for Chloe Zhao to do this movie and to include was like that scene has to be included and it has to be Harry Styles. We had a chance to skip credits.
What's funny is that he just said he's like, we got to find your team. So now in part 2, they'll find the rest of them. It'll be another 2 hours of them finding this character, and then finding this character, and then finding this character, and finding this character.
It should be a bunch of like one-shots.
You know that you have a problem with your movie if we wished it was just a Michael Bay montage.
Yeah.
If we would prefer that, that something's wrong with this movie.
I do wish that all things were a Michael Bay montage, though.
I can say something right now. Obviously it's out of jealousy.
Yeah.
I don't think Harry Styles should be acting in anything.
No, I get that.
Fucking garbage. But whatever. What can I say? He's a good-looking dude. Ladies love him. Their panties get wet the moment he steps on set.
I've not seen him in enough to really judge his acting ability.
And now he's starring in of course, because he's married to Olivia Wilde now. He's starring in her whatever movie she's directing.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, but
she got to keep him close.
Yeah, I get that. I'd keep him close. I'd keep him so close.
So would I.
There was a great thing. There was a footage of him at his concert, and this girl and her mom were both at the concert, but they were in different places in the arena. And the girl came out to her mom, at the thing. She's like, I want to come out and stuff. And then he ends up having this whole conversation with her and stuff like that. And then she's like, she's like, so can you just say it? And he has the microphone out or whatever. She's like, I'm gay. And then he's like, what do you think? And you can hear the woman yell. She's like, I love you. And then
I hate it. Don't come home tonight.
I know that. Yeah, that would have
a drink ticket.
That would have been a hard way to get out. And then there was another one time where because he was just interacting with the audience and somebody had up a sign or something. He's like, I want help me get my girlfriend back or something. So he called his girlfriend and has the whole crowd going take him back, take him.
Of course they're gonna say that. He's probably a woman beater.
Yeah. And
they're all take it. Just okay, you know what? If
there wasn't not a lot.
Harry Styles thinks I should do it.
Yeah. Could you imagine? That call's going on. He's like, are you gonna take him back? She's like, no, he pimped me out to his friends and
at the thing.
And
everyone's like, pimp her out.
Yeah.
Pimp her out. It's when the first person comes out in Maury, they get booed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's the second person is the hero. We just know that based on order.
Exactly.
Up soft music is playing now.
There we go. Yeah. You know what? Maybe he's going to grow as a performer. I don't know. Maybe Harry Styles' next movie will be amazing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, what was he bad in though? That you were what did you see him in? That he was
nothing. I don't think he should be in movies. I'm the guy's a singer.
Okay,
fuck man.
But how many people have done so well? David Bowie did well coming at it. There's tons of good.
What about Future Jack with Mick Jagger?
Yes.
Well, no, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's done very well for herself. So
there's a lot of people. So I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. I don't do they do this, they shouldn't do this anymore kind of thing. I was like, if they suck, I do. But he hasn't proven to suck yet, at least according to our combined experience.
I don't know if I've even seen him in anything.
Yeah. He was in Dunkirk, but I didn't watch all of Dunkirk.
No, I'm not watching. Fuck that guy. Couldn't bother. Of course, nobody could. The most overrated director in Hollywood. Fucking hack. Oh, that's what I was going to say during the movie. Angelina Jolie should have had tattoos on herself, like in Memento.
Oh,
where she's like, oh, what? Oh, don't kill these people. They're your friends. Oh, okay.
And they should have been gold because everything else.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This was a rare miss from Marvel.
Yeah.
But it happens. You got to take some chances. You got to.
I honestly think.
Now they know. All white man team.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fuck up anymore, Marvel.
I was going to say, I honestly think. And to a degree, the collective was right in that they're like, hey, we're going to have this team. It's going to be super diverse. It's going to be this. It's going to get eyes. And it did. It didn't get as many eyes as other movies did by any by any stretch of the imagination, but it doubled its budget based solely on like its international cachet. Right. So it's like, I don't know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Characters too. They weren't like, here's the black guy or here's the whoever. They were just characters that were that race.
Yes. But and so like, there's nothing, I have no issue with that. That's not what I'm saying. It's what, I think that the focus was more on just being okay with that, going, this is how our money's going to come, and not putting maybe as much focus into, hey, maybe we have just way too many fucking people in this. And we gotta, like, calm down. And so, because again, then you have to start making choices, and then it's like, oh God, do we make this less diverse, or do we make this so super diverse that you're gonna have people going, where's the white entertainment channel? Like
that's all of them.
Where's the white pride parade? Like those guys.
It's true. Once people get equal rights to us, we will lose ours. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yes, even though we will the term equal rights.
Did you say equal whites?
I tried. I technically said equal whites, but yes, equal whites. But
I never understood that mentality at all. But that's literally what it is.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, these poor fucking people, are down here and you're here, and to put them here doesn't put you down here.
No. Yeah, we've taken nothing away from you.
Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh, there you go. Quebec, Ontario creates.
BC.
Oh, created BC, the two double whammy BCs there.
The planet of Imax.
Oh, I know what this is.
Mm-hmm. What is this?
I don't know if it's just something said or if you see him, but.
Oh, yeah, no, it's something said. I think you know properly what this is. So we're back with a character who we've already seen. Kit.
His dad's Van Helsing.
Oh. I genuinely like him, like just as a person too. Like,
well, I don't know, he's probably a piece of shit. But
well, no, but I mean, like from what I've seen, like I can only base on what I've seen. That is the ebony blade, which belongs to the Black Knight.
Daywalker.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Blade.
No, he's not Blade. He's the Black Knight.
The fuck is the Black Knight?
It's another Marvel character. And wait for it. Wait for it. And that was Mahershala Ali.
That was
Blade.
That was Blade. Know this guy.
See, this is my thing. I don't know enough about the Black Knight to determine what the connection is. Like, is he a vampire killer? I do know that his sword, Ebony Blade, in like actual mythology or whatever, has like a relation to Excalibur. That's the only thing I know.
It's like his bro.
Yeah, they're just
the sword brother.
So, yes, they played swords together as kids.
Exactly.
All right, guys, and mercifully that is it.
I was stand up. Thank you, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Stand up and stand back a bit because we have a wider light angle lens, so you might actually stay on camera. No, not quite, eh? But thank you so much. Catch us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on TikTok at miscastcommentary, on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. I'm also at miscastjoe on TikTok. Just go below for the socials. They're all there. And if in the show notes for the podcast and for YouTube, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, those things that this is not helpful. Oh dear, Todd. But yeah, those things are all wonderfully helpful to get us seen by the masses. So, fingers crossed, I guess. Be our friends. And as always, feel free to reach out to us in any old way on socials or whatever. And we will be back next week for a Coming Attractions episode, and we'll talk about what we're doing now that we're back out of the MCU-a-thons. So until then, catch you next time. Bye.